I can.
Well, oh no, he's gone. No, why do you wait till I press the live button?
Bye-bye.
Welcome
I was
back.
looking for... Oh, I know where it is.
There
I'm
we
still
go.
messing with my camera. What up?
Welcome back to Fan Mail. It's been a hot minute. It was cancelled and now it's back again. Steve the Ghost, resub 1 month, 15 months in this economy.
It's kind of like Will Smith. It's kind of like Will Smith. It's canceled for a minute, but it's back, and it's pretty good. It's actually going to be a really quality fan mail. So don't cancel us again.
I will try not to get cancelled again. Everyone's been wondering how you are, Morgan, because obviously you've been dead for a little while.
Have I been?
Well,
I feel good.
Oh,
feel great. Everything's fine. What are you talking about?
No, I mean, I'm just saying the people are just wondering how you are. What you want to tell them is up to you. It's your platform to discuss or not.
Yeah, no, I
for the record,
one of the comments, but my shoulder has been jacked up and I cannot sit in my office chair. So even right now, I'm streaming from my bed where I can.
Well, you didn't have to spoil the illusion.
No, you said I could say as much as I wanted to.
Yeah, no, but I mean, people do. You don't put a green screen behind you and then admit you're in bed.
I've got such bad diarrhea that I have to just be on the toilet right now. But it's fine. I'm streaming from the toilet.
Phil wasn't going to resub unless I showed up, so thanks, Phil.
Oh, Phil, how are you, Moggy? Hi, Danny. And James, journalist difficulty. I don't know what that means.
What?
Journalist difficulty. What's journalist difficulty? This is just...
Where are you reading that? Oh, Twitch?
Pill's resubbed for a month, and you get a message when you do that. Oh, no, he resubbed for 18... No, I don't know what that means. It means 18 months consecutively. That's a lot of...
wow.
Wow. Wait, have you guys ever been on Twitch before?
No, it's foreign concept.
I keep going to twitch.com and nothing shows up. It's really annoying.
Yikes.
Twitch.net, is it?
Yeah, you got it. You go to the channel.
Someone should check that and make sure that it's safe for work. Anyway, I have announcements to make.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. I've got to have something to hear that's in the future. I imagine you're announcing something about the future?
Yes, of a sort.
Right, good.
Twitch.radio, says Steve the Ghost. That's a great idea, actually, a Twitch, but without the video, so it's just audio. It's like a podcast, but it's live.
Or it's kind of like a radio.
Well, I mean, don't go wild, but yeah, something like that. I heard
Liverpool beat Manchester by 7-0 yesterday. Your Manchurian pride must be in the mud. Is that how that's said?
There's a lot of...
what's up, Hugo?
I'm so confused.
People were making sure that I was alive before they resubbed. That I didn't start the adventure bits back up.
Yeah, I mean, is that
there's
what
a
it was?
hype train going on. Guys, I've never really seen a hype train. We've got 4 minutes and 35 seconds to get someone else to sub. What do we do?
I mean, well, we just ask people kindly to
guys.
jump on the hype train, because if someone subs in the next 4 minutes...
I've never seen a hype train before. Please let me see it pull into the station.
We gotta get Zach in here.
Apparently he may be along, but you never know with Zach. To answer Pendant's question, I'm a Manchester City fan. I'm not a Manchester United fan. Therefore, I was quite pleased. And my pride in Manchester City, which is based in the city of Manchester, is fine and dandy. Whereas
that's kind of like a Clippers-Lakers thing. Like there's two teams in the same. You guys are both in the Premier League?
But both in the Premier League. But I mean, Manchester United are based in Trafford, so the Trafford Red Sox don't really come from Manchester. That's a bit of a fallacy. So as far as I'm concerned, there's only one true team in Manchester, and the fake one got smashed up by Liverpool. It's true.
All right, there it is.
Well, I don't know what the hell just happened, but I just tried to sub.
Oh no, but you can't do your own hype train, James. That's cheating.
What?
Why are you trying to? You're worse than Zach.
It didn't let me. It burned my sub, and now I can only gift a sub. Maybe I was already subscribed.
This is unreal. Like the tax implications of you giving money to your own concern is just insane.
You have no idea what nut and shell
do?
game I'm doing with my money, Danny. It's like it's always in limbo. It's never in one place.
Old Trafford is not in Manchester. It's in the city of Trafford, which is a separate city from Manchester. The more you know. There's Bill.
There it is.
Gifting to Ken Eric. Hype train just went off. Look at all the confetti. Look at everything
there we
just
go.
popping
Hondo.
around.
And the timer
Hondo.
Hype. Look at all the Morgan faces going past. This is beautiful.
This is crazy. So
what
we're
a
at
fun
level
mail.
2. What level does a hype train get to?
Oh, don't keep pushing it, man. I think we were happy
What are you
with
talking about? I've never pushed it before. This is the last time I'm ever going to push it. I mean, we need this hype train to keep going. I know there's probably only 3 people in the Twitch, but they've got to just
complete level 2 with a combined contribution of 4 tier 1 subs or 1,800 bits.
Okay, I have 11,000. I don't know what they are. Little controllers.
Those are not the bits.
An anonymous gifter just gifted 5 tier 1 subs.
Holy schmoly.
Jesus,
Holy shit,
what
we're
is
at level
happening?
3.
Nice strings. Welcome to the party, pal.
That's incredible.
Shay got one.
Oh, Arctica is here. What's up?
Clan got one.
Oh, I missed everybody. I haven't seen everybody in a long time.
Level 2. This is insane. What is happening right now?
We got Steve the Ghost, Hugo,
are we
Hill,
actually doing Twitch?
Boyo,
I'm so confused.
Dark Page. I mean, we are now.
I'm guessing
Right,
that's,
so I guess
yeah.
it's not.
Oh,
that's it. That was
there it
beautiful.
is.
There's another.
Yeah.
Now we're heading for level 3 hype train. I'm so confused.
Let's go.
Listen, I've got a glass bottle from last night
Dagubla.
that I will eat from front to back, like tooth first. If we could just get ourselves to level 99, I
Level
will eat
99,
a
don't
glass
sell-
bottle.
Why would you eat a bottle from the back to front?
the
You would
tip.
always start at the tip.
You're right. You know what? I take it back.
How would you get
there
your
was
mouth around the back end?
Yeah, you have to
Scholars
start
have been
at the front
asking
and then
that
at the
question
bottom.
for many decades.
I did know a guy when I was in really early part of college, and like I probably have told this story a bunch of times, but one of my friends, my very close friends, that was a girl, when she graduated as a senior, started dating
They
somebody.
were making out. They were making out.
We weren't making out. She was dating somebody that was like probably like 30 at the time, and we had just graduated. So 30's super young. Don't get me wrong, but too old to be dating my high school friend. And the guy was just crazy, and he was always bringing, illicit things around. So there was like a certain edge of like, okay, I'm glad that this guy's bringing stuff around. But one time he bit the end of a beer bottle off. And it must have been some sort of
The
illusion.
subs are going nuts. James, this story's killing it. Keep going. People love this story.
He broke the thing with his teeth. And it was the scary, like the guy was always super scary to me. We called him Scary Gary. And God, I should not tell this story, but I guess for the hype train, I don't have a choice.
Yeah, we're going all the way up, baby.
We're
One
nearly
time
at level
I thought,
5?
and this was way over whatever you could
Rock
prosecute a
sloth?
person for. I tried to buy LSD from him, and I bought a lot.
You know, with the alert sounds going off of all the people getting subs, like no one can hear your story.
Oh, thank God.
Well, the story sucks anyway. It's very
No,
boring.
the story's good. The story's good.
Oh my goodness.
Actually, I probably should stop. Did you guys not hear the thing about what I bought?
The last thing I heard was LSD.
I mean,
Wow, 1348.
Basically,
How is this happening?
I'd somewhat an anonymous gifter, whoever you are.
It's Zach. Come on.
Potentially, but I mean, whoever it is, Zach or not.
Gotta be Zach.
Thank you so much, though.
Super kind soul.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus, but everybody's watching ad free now. Everybody's watching ad free.
It's good. That suck.
Zach is getting a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids that should be delivered tomorrow. I sent it to him because he's such a kind soul. he has sent me so many things, and when I found out he was collecting Garbage Pail Kids, and I was like, I have hundreds of them, probably 200-300 cards. I haven't counted them, so there was a big stack. It was 2 Ziploc bags full of them, and I sent it to him. So hopefully he enjoys Garbage Pail Kids that are from.
Did you hear about those Funko Pops?
No.
They're sending $30 million worth of Funko Pops to the garbage site because it's cheaper to throw them away than it is to store them.
What?
They can't sell them. Oh, something good is happening.
Hugo just cheered a bunch of bits.
What is this?
Hype train's still going. 96% of the way there.
We're nearly at level 5.
Wow.
There's Zach. We knew it was you, Zach. My shoulder's fine. What are you talking about? Why does everyone keep asking about my shoulder?
How is it better to put the pop figures in landfill than it is to just give them away? So like literally every
Well, if you own a warehouse and you have stuff in there, you got to pay rent on the warehouse, or you have to pay taxes on the warehouse, or whatever.
Yeah. But I'm not saying get the warehouse. I'm just saying just ship them all off to every single. What do they call it? Well, those charity places where you can get like recycled stuff.
Yeah, but if they flood the market with a bunch of free Funko Pops, all the value of all other Funko Pops go down. Funko Pop just shouldn't
They don't have to
exist.
be free. I'm saying they should be given to
charity.
Charity. What's the name of the place where you can
like a Goodwill?
Goodwill. They should just give them all. They should just ship a bunch of pallets of them to every Goodwill in the country.
It's the value of them. Everyone knows that Funko Pops are trash, right, Zach?
Yeah, they're just Beanie Babies that are made out of more toxic plastics.
I mean, I would take that.
Actually,
yeah, but I'm just saying the environmental impact
cute.
of it. Just take the hit. I would rather they get someone enjoyed some of them rather than just go straight into fucking landfill. Jesus Christ.
Well, yeah, of course, but capitalism won't allow for that.
It should be made. It should be illegal to put that much stuff in landfill for no reason. Illegal. You've got me fired up now.
It lives. I'd like my gifted subs back.
Would you like my announcement? This is going to make all the subs worth it.
Oh yeah, you have an announcement.
I have announcements.
We made it to level 5. I actually didn't even see that. Oh yeah, I'm sure this announcement's going to go crazy. I can't eat a bottle back. I'd have to. We can't make it to 99, can we?
We're not going to make it to 99. Don't worry.
Thank God.
If you're on Patreon, or if you're on the upper echelons of the Patreon, you'll have seen this already. But coming this week, it's Danny Souls 2.
Oh my God!
No,
I didn't expect that.
Byline, modders of the first sin. It's been modded.
Modders?
It's been heavily modded.
What? Oh, I'm very excited for this.
It's not your grandpa's Dark Souls 2. It's been
so it's not my Dark Souls 2.
It's not your Dark Souls 2. It's Dark Souls 2 Modders of the First Sin. It's going to be well, there's one big mod that's been put on it, which changes all the lighting and a bunch of the graphic stuff. It makes the gameplay a bit more like Dark Souls 3. It changes so you can't like get as many souls and stuff. Like the amount of souls the games gives you has been nerfed so that it makes it a little bit more like the other games rather than just getting tons and tons of souls.
I mean, the game is
that
hard
does
no
not
matter
sound
what.
Fun. Like, why would you want to get less souls and level less? Like, that's a mod I would flip off. Danny.
I think Dark Souls 2 is a lot harder than Dark Souls 1.
Yeah, I mean, let's put it this way. I'm not going to spoil all of the mods, but there's some funny ones. There's some cameos in there from characters that are not usually in Dark Souls 2.
I love the idea of it, but that one's not funny, Danny. You leveling up super slow is not funny. that is not.
Well, apparently,
a pony that is going to die in the first couple levels.
When you start playing and you well, I don't know, because Danny's playstyle is kind of set for Dark Souls 2. Just stand there and take it, you know.
Uh-huh. Let's put it this way: we're four recorded in, so I'm.
Oh wow! So it's too late.
So there's two going out this week, and 2 will go out next week. Maybe.
What's your first impression?
Well, I was just going to say very quickly as well. There are other mods that are in there as well. Some of which are surprises, and some of which are going to affect things so far down the line that by the time we get to them, we'll have forgot we installed them. So there's going to be fun stuff coming up all the time. But it also mixes up like the level orders. So like bosses are in different places.
You're screwed.
Like
You're absolutely screwed.
It completely changes things around. So, but anyway, I was going to say, yeah, my impression of Dark Souls 2 based on the mod anyway. And bear in mind, it's not a vanilla impression because I've not played vanilla Dark Souls 2. It feels very like slow compared to Elden Ring.
Oh yeah, so you got it. Yeah, you figured it out.
It's almost like wading through treacle, you know, like it just feels kind of sluggish. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. It just feels a bit...
the difference in Dark Souls 2, and I know that I'm sure people are just gonna think that this sounds like nails on a chalkboard to have me explain Dark Souls 2 to somebody because I'm an idiot, but the more you level up things like ADP, the quicker you're going to drink. So the slowness of some of your moves right now are because of how low level you are. But how you've now put a mod in that you only get like 1 soul for killing a guy is going to make it so...
It just makes it a bit more reasonable. Because one of the complaints apparently is it gives a lot of souls.
It was never reasonable. You need more souls.
I don't think I've ever finished that game and been like, man, I was so OP at the end.
Well, I
don't think I've ever got there.
All I can say is that's what the mod does. But one thing to add to that, though, is the modder, because a lot of people did complain about the souls being nerfed, the modder did hide about, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of souls somewhere in the map. So if I happen to come across it, then it's like winning the lottery jackpot. But I don't know where they're hidden. I don't know how to find them. Zach doesn't know how to find them. So the chances of me finding them are quite low. But if I did find this like Souls cache, wherever it's hidden, then...
we just hit another hype train success.
No. They're just saying that...
You received a level 4 hype train emote.
That's strong support. You got the hype train level 5 emote. 15 subs and
that's the completion
bits.
of it.
It was amazing.
Hey, good job, guys.
The awesomest hype train I've ever seen. And we get a new emote for it?
Yeah.
They're being delivered to supporters. Cool.
So anyway, that's Danny Souls 2. That's coming this week. And then my other announcement was, if you're on Patreon, at some point this week, I think are you doing this tomorrow? I can't remember.
But are you talking about the interview?
Yeah. So at some point this
tonight.
Week.
That's in about 12 hours.
Great. Well, then get your questions. If you're on Patreon, basically...
Are you going to be asleep?
I know, it's pretty tough, but Finland is about the worst place to try to time things out with another human being.
Is Finland one of those places where they named it Finland because there are no Finns, and there's some place that's like called Scale Land where all the Finns are?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Would you believe Helsinki is in Finland?
Yeah.
I thought it was in Russia. I'm so dumb when it comes to geography. I always thought Helsinki was a Russian. I
think it borders Russia, but I don't think it's in Russia. Maybe.
I don't know. But
Finns are drunks, all of them.
Okay, well, I'll make sure to ask the opinion on that from my Finland interview friend. But yeah, we are interviewing the one of the character sound designers for Returnal. His name's Toivo, and I only recently, I've been friends with him for a while, and he helps me with the mastering of the original Understudies podcast. And he posted on Facebook that they used all of his character sounds for the remaster on PC, which I was like, geez, I had no idea you even worked on it at all. And we started chatting, and we're going to do an interview, so I'm excited.
James is like, oh, I've never listened to this guy talk before. Now that I'm reading it, maybe I should have listened so I could squeeze an interview out of him, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
it's a monster.
The thing is, when I've known him for a couple of years, and I guess Returnal must have come out before I really knew him. I don't know how long ago it came out, but he's been working on Angry Birds all for the entire time that I've been talking to him until the first week of January. He switched over to PlayStation UK. So apparently, I don't know what company it was that he worked for, but before that, he was working on Returnal before Angry Birds. But I'm not trying to shit on anything. But when he was working on Angry Birds,
they've been working on Angry Birds since. They've been working on Returnal since before Angry Birds came out?
Well, he's been I've
no, they're always
been
bringing out
talking
new
to him.
Angry Birds games. I mean,
I have no idea. I played the first one, and it's a masterpiece. I couldn't believe they'd follow it up.
what, the first Angry Birds?
Yeah.
Angry Birds 2 is pretty fun.
Actually,
Why are we
Angry Bird
talking about
games
Angry
were fun,
Birds?
but because that's what he worked
Because he
on for a
worked on
long
Angry
time.
Birds.
He just stopped working for Angry Birds.
Okay, well,
Danny was not
if you've
listening
got
to
any
you.
no, I was absolutely listening. I just don't care about Angry Birds. But if you have questions about Angry Birds that you want to ask,
I guess you
Angry
could.
Birds is the kind of thing that you're not worried about until you get confronted by one, and then it becomes a big problem.
It's true. I hadn't thought of that, but I'm not a green pig, so I'm sure I'm okay.
I'm a green pig is the problem.
Yeah.
It's easy for you to say.
Slap a mod on it, we could make you anything.
But yeah, if you've got any questions about Returnal's sound design, character sound design, that kind of a thing, if you're on Patreon, then you can add your questions on the post that's on there, and we'll ask your questions on top of the, I'm sure, last minute questions that we think of to to ask in this interview.
I've got some questions like, how do I sound right now?
You're just going to be doing tech the whole time?
I mean, isn't that the first hour of any interview?
Oh my! Wait, what platform are you using? Discord?
That I think so. I mean, that's how I usually talk to him. But I could send him a Zoom link. I'm probably going to record the audio. I might have him join in the Zencaster that I use to record.
Oh yeah, that's probably the best idea.
Just may as well have our audio sound as good as possible, right? It's an audio interview.
If he doesn't sound good, are you gonna have the chops to tell him?
Yeah, that's gonna be the second part of the interview. Is me telling him, "All right, thank you. I'm glad I sound good. Let me just tweak your gain a little."
I'm curious as to what he uses. He probably has an amazing setup.
I don't know. I mean, I think he has a good setup. He's not necessarily a voiceover actor, but he does have his voice in some games and stuff. So I think he does probably have a good voiceover mic. I don't know if he's going to be using it. I think he's going to be basically doing it from work. Because it's going to be, for me,
I almost sneezed.
It's going to be 10:30 at night. He actually had to push it earlier. So for me, 10:30 at night, and for him, it'll be 8:30 in the morning. So it'll be just before he starts work.
Yes, in the next 12 hours, Dark Page. So you've got very little time. I apologize. If we'd done fan mails before, we'd have announced it sooner. It's been on Patreon for a while. Anyway, is there any other announcements that you two lads have got?
Well, it sounds like we're in the beginning phases of planning our trip to E3.
I mean,
very beginning.
On the basis that I said,
you never said anything.
Yeah, Morgan said that he was willing to wear pants, and I didn't think there was anything really else to say. If we can get pants on the man, it's going to happen.
I literally posted a message saying, "Do you want to go to E3?" And that's the beginning of the planning. That's all we've done.
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like if we would have just brought this up a little earlier, that hype train would still be going.
We'll probably be going to E3. The last time we went was in 2019. That was a good laugh, wasn't it?
Well, that was the last time they had E3. It wasn't in person this year, was it?
No.
No.
This will be the first in-person one since COVID. But I mean,
it's honestly like it's like a dream come true for me to go to E3 with Morgan.
Really?
Oh my god, yeah. Why would I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
usually
you need bigger dreams.
E3, what are you talking about? It's like
you need a bigger dream.
Great dream. It's a great dream.
And then your life is just going to be done.
No, I'll dream something else up. I knock out dreams all the time, bro.
I'm dreaming about waking up, and then you wake up, and then you're like, "Wow, I did it!"
Well, I mean, I've gone to E3 more often than not. I'm not able to really have somebody with me the whole time, or it's somebody that I don't know very well. It's not like I've ever gone with a friend. And there were like the people that we had film me the last time, they were very nice, but it's a little different of a chemistry from with somebody that you've hung out with and you consider, a pretty strong acquaintance like Morgan is for me.
I'm not a friend, but a pretty strong acquaintance.
Like a solid
Jesus Christ.
He's a monster. He's a monster.
Don't tell us how you really feel, James. Jesus.
Well, I just feel like I'm not going to be shy when I tell him what to do with the camera.
Wait, you just want someone that you can boss around more easily without feeling awkward?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
He feels comfortable enough
to
abuse you. Whereas the cameraman we sent him last time, he didn't know very well, so he wasn't.
Oh my! Yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
I think it's going to happen.
We'll see. I'm thinking probably another global pandemic will stop it.
So when we ask about what about Mitch, when I went with Mitch had all of these scheduled meetings. I barely hung out with Mitch at E3 at all. Most of the time was me just standing around because there was like everything had a line, and Mitch people would recognize and be like, "Oh, step to the front of the line." And as I would try to go into these places with them, they'd be
not
like,
you.
This is not for you. Get your goddamn banana mic out of my face.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we need to take a banana mic. Well, you saw him at 2019. There's that great video we've got.
Yeah, I saw him for 1 second. It was great. It was probably the best moment of E3, but it wasn't like it's going to be this year when Morgan and
Do you think Mitch will bring his baby?
I'm sure he's got to.
I want to meet Mitch's
like
baby.
In a papoose, just carrying it around.
Yeah, one of those little front things.
Yeah, it's a papoose.
If I was a dad, I would have a baby on me at all times.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because you want people to go, "Oh, how cute."
And then I'd be like, back off! My baby!
Or like a really aggressive kind of...
And then I would just lick its head.
So correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's how you get social services involved. I know. That's true. We should
a baby's skull is soft.
Some comments. Shall we roll that beautiful intro? Oh, no. Okay. The plan for today is to do the three most recent Elden Rings combined with the three most recent not Elden Rings, because we can't do everything since the last fan mail. We'll be here for freaking ever. So it's 6 videos, which is going to go Elden Ring, something else, Elden Ring, something else, Elden Ring, something else. So
there's 6. Okay,
there's going to be 6, but we'll get through this as quickly as we can. We're going to kick off. I hope they're in the right order. Are they in the right order? They're not.
91 seems right.
Well, it should be 89 first, and then it should be 90. Then 91.
Start at 69. You know what I mean?
Yeah, start at 69.
It's always been my lucky number. Let's start from 89. This is a big debate. It's Pelagius. I'll kick things off. James, the circus called. They say they're impressed with how you juggle items for your loadout and want to hire you as a clown juggler. For me, the reason why it's disappointing to see James use Mimic-Chan is that instead of it being a strong support to your foundation, Mimic-Chan turns your foundation quite literally to the point that you're terrified to do anything on your own, and you hide behind the shield like a little baby Baba when Mummy Mimic-Chan is not between you and the boss.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess that's a necessary evil if we ever want to see the end credits for this struggle fair.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a spicy start and end. You know what I'm just realizing? I think I forgot to mark one of the mimic deaths, but it's possible I'm wrong.
It's fine.
It's not fine.
I agree with Pill.
What?
Just the whole thing.
That I should join the circus? Because that's all I'm reading out of this.
I mean, they pay well in the Cirque du Soleil, but having said that,
But let's be honest, I'd be Barnum and Bailey at best.
Yeah, I guess so.
You'd be both Barnum and Bailey?
Barnum Bailey? Is it Barnum? What is it? Barnum
it's
and
two
Bailey?
Different guys, Barnum and Bailey.
But it's one circus.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
If they were a law firm, they'd be the law firm of Barney and Bailey. 2 different guys.
Yeah, but it's a circus, so I'd be joining their one circus.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, well, I get it. I have throttled my mimic use. I'm almost not using it.
We'll wait for the second debate in later videos. I have been keeping up.
This
Lurking
topic
in the
does come back
background
up,
is what I do
actually,
best.
It's a difficult subject, the Mimic Tear. I feel bad because I used it a lot. And
so did Morgan the first time he beat it.
Yeah, I mean, there was no pressure on me.
Yeah, but I went into it saying I'm going to be a scuzzball. I'm going to use every cheap tactic possible, and I did.
But I understand why people also feel like it takes the fun out of the series away, because if you want to be entertained, just watching James tear through bosses with the Mimic Tear is a bit...
Well, and to speak to Pill's point, like, he's using it as the main damage output, not as like a slight distraction while he completes some of their plan, you know?
There were times where I always found it was great for distraction. There were times where it just did all the work for me and I didn't intend for it to do so. It just did.
Yeah.
But
too strong.
Yeah. I mean, that was probably when I was going back to lower level bosses as well. But I mean...
Well, that's the thing with James's Mimic is that the stuff James has is very strong. He should be OP just as he is. But he's not using the tools. And as soon as you watch the Mimic do it, you're like, oh, why didn't James just do that?
To be fair, the AI on the Mimic is not always that great. Like, he used to just stand there.
Yeah, but his damage output is crazy. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Anyway, Arctica says, yeah, I mean, it's okay trying to beat bosses without, but not for one straight hour. Which is fair. It's probably a balance between doing it. That's why I always said you should do like 3 runs without, and then you'd be allowed to use it. That was always
what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the point where I mentally can't take any more losses from the bosses. No more losses from the bosses. And if I'm mentally going to snap, since I have no one but myself to splash hot coffee on, I'll just pull the Mimic Chan out.
But how do you
That's
quantify
a great
that?
union slogan.
You could be fined for like 25 episodes of just slogging over the same boss, you know? There needs to be a defined limit.
Well,
he'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Pill, the point really is James needs to get more active instead of hiding under the Mimic Chan skirt like a little baby baba. Otherwise, surviving harder bosses will be a problem. And then Artica says, I get your point, but for the sake of the viewers, there should be a number of times he tries without it. That's basically what I just said. It's going to be 4 videos of the same boss fight. And then Pill says, true, though I feel like several videos find the same boss regardless when it gets to Melania, Blackblade, or Big Moog.
I thought I beat Big Moog.
No, you beat Moog.
There's a Big Moog?
He's a Big Moog.
I thought we just called Moog Big Moog because it's
Big Moogs. No, that was the baby one.
Oh no!
You remember how you got out of that situation, right?
The skin of my teeth?
No, mimic. You just stick the Mimic on him. You had a chance to learn his skill set in easy mode, and you refused to do that.
I mean, Ken Eric has a good point. What about the viewer's mental health? You know, you can't just think of
it's in
yourself.
danger at all times.
It's true.
It's in danger. Do we need to start putting a warning up? Dude, you are losing... This is Zelman Blue. Dude, you are losing so many lives right now and not progressing the actual story.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. Thanks. Thanks for the tip.
That's real. That's real life.
The tips. I mean, it's difficult to tell what is the actual story and not, though. To be fair.
So this is pretty. Somebody. I guess it's a quote. I fucking called it. You're hesitating healing because you only have 7. JFC Morgan. What does JFC mean?
Jesus effing Christ.
Oh, Morgan. I don't know how you can sit there all this time. Then again, how can I watch this week after week? Thank God I'm at work getting paid to do so. This is 100% self-inflicted by allocating 7 and instead 6. 6 instead of something like 10 and 3. This would have been even more enraging if you disparaged Tom Brady again.
When I was guesting with you this week and I noticed that you'd 50-50 split your flasks, I did find it a little odd.
I'll field this for you, James. Danny, did you know that at the end of the day, the blue is actually red?
Uh-huh.
Keep moving.
Sorry, what?
The more blue you have...
No, James, I got this. Danny, the blue, at the end of the day, is actually red.
When you do your inventory.
I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. It's fine. He'll get
No
it
one
when
ever
I
will.
show him again.
Okay.
Bow socks.
You would think that you wouldn't have to keep explaining this.
4413.
It works so well.
Surprised at this death. You were walking around with half health for 30 seconds. Why don't you drink more? Why you don't drink more is beyond me. Don't allocate 7 flasks for heal and 6 for FP. Come on.
Okay, 4413. I mean, it sounds like it's a bit of a problem, to be honest.
I mean,
This is the one that I just
in this
Were you out
video-
of flasks? No, you had 9
Do that again.
flasks.
Oh, switch action, switch action. See, is
this the right video? It's not, because that's part 91. I see what's happened there. It's because I jiggered everything around, you see. So 4413, right?
I was going to say 9 sounds like a lot. There's no way I'm holding on to those 9 like it's something precious.
Well, I mean, at least it shows that you learned your lesson at some point.
Oh my gosh. I didn't realize.
Yeah, you had 7 flasks still, though.
Oh yeah, so it's not the allocation.
Is it
So
because
he
you're
just doesn't
afraid to
use
use
them.
them because you've not got enough, but you're starting with
It's
not
not
enough?
that I'm
because
afraid
Yeah.
to use them because I don't have enough. It's just that these guys are so fast that they close the gap before I can take a sip. Before I can pop the cap.
Well, let's. So
They
I mean, no,
they close
'cause
the gap before I can pop the cap.
I'm gonna let's watch exactly how long you had with half health, right? So like,
That's not half health.
so now you're
No, it's
about half
half.
health.
About
Okay.
half.
So you could have
And I'm
drunk there.
dodging.
trying to keep him.
And I
Could have
drank.
drunk there. Yeah, but you drank the
Oh,
wrong
I drank
thing.
the wrong drink.
What I meant to do. Not what I meant to do.
And I said that that's not what I meant to do. So you can't blame me for doing the thing I don't mean to do. It's not like I intentionally drank the
You,
blue.
sir, are beyond redemption.
Are you
Yeah.
telling me you're going to hold against me something I don't mean to do? What we call an accident?
I
Mhm.
mean, legally, people are held liable for accidents all the time.
Yeah. You guys are no better than insurance companies, and
It's
I hope
true.
you can sleep at night knowing that.
Uh,
Hold me accountable for my accidents.
Most sucks. James is someone who's notoriously struggled with every Souls game. Why did you? Oh, this is just the same comment over and over again. El Mono Mike says 0005, 5 seconds. Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Confused.
I think
we
we're
make-
going to have to actually wait a little longer for Resident Evil 7. My guess
Yeah.
is you're probably not up for
to
playing
another
that today.
video. This is Resident Evil 7.
I mean, when I,
Oh no, I want Resident Evil 7. 7 and 8 are my favorites, right? Like, when are you boys gonna do that? Because, like, come on, you
Well,
we
seven-
were
we
working
tried to do
on
the
it.
last
good
week.
ones, and then
We
the
tried to
bad
do it
ones.
last week.
Okay.
that same bug, or I don't know if it's a bug or what it is, but you know how I was talking about Returnal? The sound sounds like it's choppy.
Yeah.
And like
Oh.
it's like skipping.
You should talk to the guy about that.
I mean,
no,
it is a
don't do
problem
that.
that I see. I'm gonna load it up and tell him what he thinks of the sound. What do you think of the sound of this? Sound good? I know
You
that's
like
not a
that, you sick
character, but yeah. So I can't get the same. It's so bizarre. It's the same exact bug. I don't know if it's a bug. The same thing that happens with Returnal happens with Resident Evil 7. When I load it up, it sounds like it's the perfect sound, but it's choppy, like a bad frame rate. But for
It's
audio.
probably a CPU being hammered or something.
But I look at the CPU and
push
it's
to the
not even at
absolute
100%.
Break. Well, you don't want it to be at 100%.
I mean, it's like 60, 70%. It shouldn't be stalling out.
Yeah, I was supposed to install and record Resident Evil 7 this week, but I'm still not at my desk,
Yeah.
and I can't do it off my laptop. I am not a wild man. I won't try to do that on my laptop.
TLDR, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Experimental, 1 hour 17:19.
The smiley cry faces don't look like it's a good thing.
It might be. It might be the most genius thing you've ever done.
No, don't worry. He's got it.
Come on.
It looked like one of the most genius things I've ever done. Oh, this is sad to watch. Is your blood pressure supposed to spike whenever you see these videos?
I mean,
am I supposed to walk into the black flames that are all around him?
no.
You were supposed to be fighting him up until the point that he did those black flames.
That's what I did.
Is that what you did? Oh, that's interesting.
Oof.
More or less. Probably a little more,
a lot
a little
less,
more
yeah.
less than a little
Yeah.
more less than more.
Just like no more and like all less.
Did your mimic tear die there?
No, it's still
No, he's in the back healing himself because he's too OP. He's
Yeah.
literally like he's doing what James should be doing.
It's like getting into a fight with a Pillsbury Doughboy, isn't it? But I mean, just I don't know, taking it, being steamrolled over. It's tough to watch.
Can you get an external sound card for your laptop? Is that a thing?
No, I don't think so.
Well,
I don't think you can even buy
absolutely
a sound
because
card for
if you no, you can because if you get like a pair of USB headphones, the little USB adapter they give you with the 3.5mm jack on the other end is effectively a sound card. That's what it is. It's a USB sound card, and it's a digital.
But I don't
analog
picture
converter.
that being the solution to my Returnal and Resident Evil 7 audio.
It might be.
You should try it.
It literally might be. Because you're just on the brink of not being able to play it with your good laptop.
Well, Returnal, the frame rate when I play the game, because I can play it, and the frame rate is just as smooth as it is for Elden Ring. Like, it's not like I'm not getting like 120 frames a second, but I'm getting a solid 30 frames. You know,
like I'm genuinely not kidding. Right, there's one right here. Like that's what it looks like. This came with a Logitech headset. It's USB on one end, and it's that is a sound card. It's a USB powered sound card. It's completely separate from your sound card.
Yeah, I used to have that exact same thing.
If you tried one or something like this, it would rule out driver issues. It'd rule out like all like if it's still doing it with this, then you know it's something else. But if it doesn't do it with this, you know it's something with the onboard.
The problem is, go ahead, James.
He's not going to do it.
The problem is I'm not gonna do that.
There it is.
Well, I'm
moving on.
No, well, here's the question, because I already have a USB soundboard, and the USB goes in, and I can listen to the audio out of that soundboard. Now, I haven't tried that yet, but wouldn't effectively that be the same
I've
thing?
tried nothing, and nothing seems to be working.
That isn't the question. The question is, why haven't you tried that yet?
Well, because I didn't think of that as a sound card. I usually plug in headphones to it, or I use, here, I guess I have kind of tried that, because the Go XLR, isn't that also a USB sound thing?
Just so you know, we're not going to troubleshoot any of this stuff. The other thing that's holding us back is that James is running that soundboard, his Go XLR, and the banana meter through two different laptops.
I'm so confused.
The Go XLR goes into the banana meter so you can split the audio again.
The Go XLR is not into the banana.
Oh, sorry. The banana meter goes into the Go XLR.
I feel sick. I feel this.
What it is the Go XLR is hooked up to the same laptop that I'm recording video game footage on. Because that's also what I'm plugged into Discord right now. So you're hearing me through my microphone, through Go XLR, onto my laptop that I use to record stuff. In order to record the PC video game, I have it go through my AverMedia LGP2 capture card, and that's all going to the other laptop. So for the sound to go to the AverMedia capture card on my good laptop, it's using Banana Meter as its output.
What I really want to do
shooting it over to the other laptop.
Yeah, I just want to fly out to LA and then take all of your stuff and then burn it and then start again, because honestly, it's just a nightmare every time we try and do anything.
Well, here's the problem, Danny. I've been at this
shouldn't burn plastic.
This James game for a long time. Even if you rebuilt it within a week, it would be back to where it is.
If you rebuild it, James will break it.
Zach, welcome to the party, pal.
Thanks. Glad to get on the bus. Let's go, party bus.
Are you excited for your garbage pail kids?
Bloody Mary, anybody?
Huh? Oh God, he's been drinking.
Huh?
He's drinking.
Oh, no.
I just started, sweetheart. Don't worry.
I know, but we've still got an hour to go of this. I mean,
by the end of it, it's going to be a lot of yelling.
Oh,
Mama's mad again.
Mommy.
We
It's
should
just like
probably...
Psycho, basically.
What
Yeah.
are you drinking? That's great.
No
right?
more wired headphones.
No more laptops being used as your primary computer. It's what I threw up this morning. I figured I'd just drink it
Blech.
again because it's Taco Bell and vodka. I make my own Bloody Marys.
Ken Eric 86, Godskin music slaps. Ken Eric 86, pucker that beast eye, James. I like that we talked about the beast eye quivering, as being a, 2631.
Butthole.
Actually, it's only seppuku when you do it to yourself. Doing it to someone else is sudoku. All right.
My grandma was really into Sudoku. I don't know. I didn't realize that.
But
You just
not
must have
seppuku.
really been bad at it.
Seppuku?
Seppuku.
Well, Sudoku, isn't that how you spell Sudoku? That like numbers game?
That's the joke.
Yes.
Oh, I even have
That's literally the joke.
Oh, I thought it was real.
Okay.
But I didn't know.
What do you mean you didn't know? You just said your grandma does it.
Sudoku.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't-
you literally played into the joke by talking about your grandma, and then you claiming you didn't understand the joke. I don't understand.
Have you guys
I
been
guess
to a
it's-
landfill recently?
Can I get those Funkos?
Did you know they made them this big? It's a
Jack
signal from
Zulo-
X-Men, you can see.
Jack Zulo
Wait, I can't
works
see.
at some toy store in New York, like a really famous toy store in New York, and he gets
Tiny
first
little
dibs
Wolverine.
at all these.
Like Sentinel.
He gets first dibs on all these Funko Pops.
I don't like mutants. I'm going to kill them. Wolverine's like, no way, man. Not on my watch.
Cannot see it as well as I want to. That is nice.
Loki, James isn't even the DPS of his own party.
Jesus.
It makes my heart sing when people just see right through this paper thin facade. 409, however soft you think it is, it's softer. Oh, that's
What are we talking
probably
about
good.
now?
It's got to be
I'm
about
sure that's
pig's
talking
feet.
about the pickled pig's feet. I cannot listen to any
Oh.
more about pickled pig's feet.
Well, you got to try one.
I'm never
Yeah.
gonna eat one.
Why
Don't
not?
knock it till you try it, man.
Just I like hard meat. I
Ew.
like my meat hard.
Frick.
Hey, James,
Try.
call me.
Yeah. Give you a ring. I mean, I like
I'll
it.
give you a ring.
Are you sure it's not old?
No, it's,
I
well,
mean-
it's a fermented beet.
Oh,
I just like hearing the word fermented being mentioned.
that bee juice is
anything.
nasty. Don't do it.
And do you still drink it, or is that it?
Yeah, I'll drink one right now if I had one.
Ugh.
Oh, I tried the Rocks energy drink the other day. Zoa, pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah.
Really?
So yeah, so
Better
this
than-
Game Front fan mail is brought to you by Zoa.
Is it better than Bang energy drink?
Oh, bangs are good.
Bangs are real good. They're like they leave
But
a
what about-
sugary coat on your
It's
teeth.
like rainbow sherbet, bang, cotton candy and lemon or whatever.
Bang.
Very good.
There's a
Bangs.
chocolate orange one that's insane.
Ugh.
So
That
good.
sounds nasty.
Bang.
I had a
Bang.
peach highball energy drink the other day, which is just seltzer. There's no sweetness. I enjoyed that.
You bring the
Is it
sweetness.
alcohol?
No,
What's highball mean?
it's the name of an energy drink.
Oh, okay. I thought highball was like a style like.
Like a
I mean,
glass.
yeah,
that
it
you
is a
serve
type of
things in.
it is a type of drink.
Okay.
No, highball is just isn't that the glass? I'm gonna have that.
I don't know.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
neither.
we try hard sometimes. I feel
Dark
like
Page, was it Morgan a firefighter? Yes. Dark Page, look, James, the fight the fight is hard even when you have a mimic tier, although you are pretty high level and you have an OP build, especially because your tier has the same build but don't feel too bad.
Thank you.
Weren't you a firefighter on a boat?
Yeah.
That seems
Doesn't
like
that
the
seem
worst
kind of like-
place to be a firefighter. Like, this is clearly
or
no
just
fire
it'd be
off.
real easy. You just let it burn.
Just splash water from the
It'll
lake.
put itself out. Oh man.
That
easy.
time it was like both very, very chill and very sucky because it was hot as hell and we were just in full gear on a boat.
That's weird.
Oh,
I
you
would
mean you
figure
couldn't take the gear
firefighters
off
would be
and on?
used to
You
the
didn't-
heat.
Yeah, I suppose.
No, I mean we didn't
They
have to have our
say-
backpacks on, but your gear is like full, hard hats,
I mean,
long sleeve shirts, long pants,
If you
boots.
went down with all that gear, like would you not
not in the calendars. In the calendars, you guys are barely wearing anything.
Oh, those are structure firefighters. That's different.
I like those firefighters.
That was.
Do you have a calendar that you've been in? Just full.
the charity calendar.
The Wildland firefighter calendar might not be as appealing.
Yeah, I want that.
The reason we're all lurking around in the woods.
There to fight lava, pretty much.
149. Danny will be proud.
What happens at 149?
I don't know.
I have to close my door.
React. Look at
Breathing at the top of my lungs.
So, thank you for.
I think I
for the send of the video.
I think I see. Yeah, there he goes.
He's dead for. No.
Why?
Wow.
That's wild.
I am proud. I'm very proud of that, to be honest.
What the hell you'd be proud of?
It's not yeeting yourself off the cliff. It's the style and finesse in which you do it.
I mean, turned around and basically
Turned around
by looking behind me was then off the cliff. Is basically what happened. Is I was safe, but by turning 180 degrees, then I was off the cliff. All right.
I mean, that's what happens when you try and do maneuvers at the edge of a cliff. But yes,
Danny would be one to tell you how that goes down.
True.
I love how every time James keeps losing, he starts micromanaging his gear instead of giving it a few more tries like a normal. Well, really hope James fights the real bosses without the mimic tier. They add some new boss moves in the game that are a lot of fun. It's satisfying watching James win with persistence and skill instead of cheap strats.
Thank you.
I don't think anyone heard that coming because the Adventure Bits intro was playing, but that's fine. It wasn't.
It was the most real comment.
It was, but yeah.
Well, I heard it, and I think that's the most important audience member to a lot of these.
Overshadowed by your past.
Danger Dad, my all-time favorite James and Morgan moment, I think, is back when Morgan first fought the Bed of Chaos on the Adventure It's channel, and after countless deaths, he says something along the lines of, "James, why do you hate me so much?" James, in return, gets very serious and says, "Morgan, you shouldn't say things like that because I absolutely cherish our friendship. Good to see nothing has changed." Adventure Bits channel is what I meant. Sorry. On my keyboard, the space bar is right by the letter B.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Aren't all space bars next to the letter B?
I mean, all the QWERTY ones.
They're also next to Z, X, C, V, N, M. A couple other things, but who's counting?
Nice.
Do you know
James, my incantation.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I was just going to complain about my keyboard on my iPhone because the space bar is quite small and the full stop is right next to it. So I'm always putting full stops instead of spaces. So if you ever see messages,
same here, buddy. I feel you. I feel that's the fight that we have to deal with. I mean, us iOS people.
The smallest tip of my thumb is like 4 letters on my phone easily. It's so hard to type on the little tiny keyboard. I hate it.
I use a smaller appendage to type with.
Okay, moving
on. Like your pinky?
Yeah, let's go with the pinky.
Okay.
The stinky pinky.
Ew, why is it stinky? Wash it. James, my incantations don't do much damage. James has no faith. Love it. Ray Azteca 009. It's amazing how many times James goes and changes his setup for every fight. When I have something and don't change it the whole game, will anyone else do this? Yeah. No, it's just James.
You're telling me you don't just go through all your inventory every fight? Then you, okay, all right. Then I'm the crazy one.
Yeah, that's what we've been trying to say for 10 years.
Bosock says, only James's mimic would incessantly drop warming stones in a boss fight. This is what I'm saying. The AI will just do stuff. Like, it's not that smart. Like,
It was helpful. I think it's a good idea. It inspired me to drop some warming stones. We were all dropping them.
Because I guess you just had to make quotes, but okay.
Okay, James want to go. Oh wait. 1 minute, 1 hour, 17 minutes, 19 seconds. Don't worry, he got it. This is probably me beating the Godskins.
No, this is me mocking you again, but I'd like to see it.
Oh, you've seen this, yeah?
No, don't worry, he's got it.
Come on.
Yeah, James, take a step back.
He's just front and center fighting that guy for you. That's hard.
I choose you, Pikachu.
Says James wanted to go explore that Castle City looking place in the map, but Big Morgs was like, no, go explore that frozen lake area. And that, boys and girls, is how this video is made. Brought to you by fermented juice in a can.
Yeah. Beet juice.
Beet juice.
That sounded disgusting.
2414, Morgan smiling because James hasn't realized the mechanic yet.
Mechanic
What
of
is
what?
it? I don't know. We're about to find out. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This week on this game too.
Yeah, it was a pretty big smile, but I figured it out real quick.
I mean, you died down there a couple times.
But not because I didn't know the mechanic.
But then you forgot.
I probably forgot a couple times. All right. I love Morgan calling the mimic to your real James. I hate it. 3325 from Arctica. Morgan is just having fun at this point. All right.
I am having fun.
3325. I feel like a lot of these clips are just about your reactions to things as opposed to...
Oh my god. Snail. Whoa. What's that snail?
I've never seen one jump like that.
It just
That
kind of
was
like, whoa,
weird.
I'm off.
All eyes on me.
I'll do it. Whoa.
Did it glitch out or did it jump intentionally?
It jumped.
Snail.
Yeah, look at it. It winds up and everything.
If only it
I
was
don't
next
know
to
why
a
that's
cliff,
funny.
it could have really yeeted itself off of it. All right.
I'm finally
Morgan
glad.
channeling Edna mode. No capes.
Capes, no cap. No capes is the only way to go.
Ooh,
That's
one
an
down,
Incredibles reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
5 to go.
Edna mode.
We're only an hour in.
Beast
this-
Eye Pinky. That's right. That's right. That's
Oh, James
from,
is reading the
Ken
chat.
Oh, trying.
There's a first time.
Terra of
This-
Hemosaurus.
Hemosaurus. This is Terra
This looks
Hemo-
fun. It's
I tell you,
Rampage, right?
It really is fun. It took us like a week to actually find it because I was.
It did not take a week. It was one
literally
day.
a week, literally 1 week of him going, "Have you played Pterosaurus yet?" And he's spelling Terra like T-E-R-A, like like as in.
I think that's
terra
a totally understandable mistake.
Like terracotta?
like terracotta.
like-
yeah, he's spelling it
No, like
completely wrong.
I made it like Terror and Hemosaurus together. I don't see the
No,
Yeah,
because
especially
you didn't.
considering
No,
there's no
you
such thing as a Hemosaurus.
He didn't.
I was going
like
off the
Terra.
fact that Rampage is one word.
He wasn't.
I said
spelling
it's
it.
a game like Rampage. I think it's called Pterosaurus.
That could be anything. Like you literally you weren't spelling
No, that's
No,
way too vague. That could be anything.
God.
I don't.
More of this
that's-
on Dark Souls 2 coming
Terra.
out this week.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a fucking nightmare.
Not Terra as in
Waldorf and
T-E-R-R-O-R.
Let's pick a mod that changes things that we already don't know fuck all about. So
They thought we bickered,
surprise.
James.
Well, then,
Look at
what's
this.
Oh,
if
yeah.
you're changing things you don't know about? You haven't
Hey,
lost
if
anything,
you-
have you?
You got oh god, my
This makes
sanity.
me feel
for
very
sure.
good about our communication, James. Healthy, even.
There are knowns
Yeah.
and there are unknowns and there are unknown unknowns and I don't know what's going to happen in their walkthrough.
No, an unknown is already an unknown.
No, you can.
That's a
know
double
that you don't know
negative.
something like I don't know what's behind a door, but if you don't know that there's a door behind the door, you don't know that you don't know what's behind the next door.
That's what makes it an unknown.
Just you
It's
wait.
an unknown
Just
unknown.
you wait. I'm gonna fucking sing Hamilton up right now.
I'm so confused.
You
Uh.
just to open the amount of times he opened the same door to close the door to try to open the door, and those women, the witches, he pissed off them right at the beginning. I know it's
Don't
a spoiler.
spoil it. Don't spoil it. It's funny.
I don't know.
So you're
Oh.
saying he encountered an unknown.
Listen,
A stream is
that-
paused.
that is
Unknown
Here's-
is an unknown.
Yes,
James, listen to what you're saying.
You're just another Dark Souls player.
You'd have to preface it as a known unknown.
Okay, that's a pretty good point. Well, I
uh,
guess,
that's a
but we
win,
can
Morgan,
only
that's a win.
assume the more you know, the more you
Uh-oh,
know
he's
you
talking.
don't know. So just in general, we know there are some unknowns.
No,
right?
wait, what?
We should move on.
The more you know, the more you know you know less.
I
The
never
more
knew I
you
knew
know,
so
the
little.
more you understand how much there is that you don't know. So
Hmm.
you can, if you're as
Oh.
smart as me,
that is true.
fathom there being some unknown
Yeah.
unknowns out there.
You're
so-
you're
but-
talking about gaining wisdom by gaining intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
it also sounds like he's saying you get wisdom by not gaining intelligence.
Well,
If you don't
Well,
know,
you live in
you don't
ignorance,
know,
so
know,
you
don't
believe
know.
that you know everything, even though you don't. But I mean, they do say ignorance
But-
is bliss.
That has to exist on like some kind of like a peak, right? Like you are knowing stuff
Twin
and
peaks.
knowing that you're knowing less stuff as you get to a certain point, but at a certain point you have to obtain enough knowledge to
Oh, it's never ending.
to what? To know
See,
that you know more than you
start
don't know.
knocking out those unknowns. Yeah, to start
But
like
no,
and
but
well, I
then-
feel
if
like-
you know
I feel like
stuff, then there's already more for you to learn. It's never ending.
I'm
It's
just
like a rainbow.
about. I'm just
You
about
don't get
to
to
the
that
peak.
pot of gold.
wait, but you think no information is finite?
What
No.
about space? Is space finite?
Yeah. We have not figured out the universe. We don't know everything. The big
Yeah,
thing
everything
is
period.
finite.
I mean, the Earth
Can I
is
ask-
flat. Let's
Literally
know
everything is
everything.
finite.
Just a very quick question. I don't mean to interrupt.
Are human
Um,
effigies finite in Dark Souls 2? That was something I was claiming.
I think
or
they are.
is it Ferris Lockstones?
I don't think there's.
that
I
are?
don't think
Well,
there's
they get
well, there's
dropped
definitely
by
feral
enemies,
lockstones,
so
right?
they can't be finite
Yeah.
because you can just farm for them in theory.
Well, once again, we're playing a mod. It's called Seeker of Fire, and if anyone else wants to load a shotgun,
Pill,
and put it in
Pill
your
knows
head,
all about
feel
it.
free
So
to join.
I mean, because Pill's played literally
What a
everything that's
fucking
ever been.
shocker.
You know what I
Pill
mean?
knows
So
about it.
Pill knows what it's all
Can we
about.
change can we go to
Um,
Wikipedia and change that to Pillpedia or something like that? Like, let's do it. Okay, guys?
And on top of that,
Teamwork.
Pill knows what food trucks were at the development studio on Fridays at any place.
He
that was
probably
making
could tell
games.
me there's a bird shitting on my truck outside right now. He's got access to everything, like my fucking blink camera.
Pill
Nice.
confirms that it is
It's on
indeed
my
finite.
OnlyFans.
James Bergandini. I will read anything on this teleprompter. You stay sassy, Gamefront Diego. Oh, that was for you,
I
James.
guess that was for
go ahead.
James to read.
I'll read anything
on
on this teleprompter. You stay sassy, Gamefront Diego.
TJ Slusher
Terrible
playing this
impression.
in 0.25x is horrifying, LMO. 0.5 is a real fun night out, but you need to be there. 0.75 might be a sweet spot. Sass Salamander.
I mean,
You
I
change
can.
the speed of the game.
No, you can change the speed of the video.
Okay. Information is not finite if entropy, entropy,
And
Entropy.
entropy.
is not taken into account. If it is, then information is infinite.
Information is definitely finite.
Can I ask
No, I
you a
just
question?
read what it says.
No, I
on
mean,
the fucking
genuine
internet. I'm not gonna
question.
listen
Oh,
to
the
it.
internet said it. My bad.
It was on
well,
Pillpedia.
chill. Right? How was a conversation about a 2D pixel platformer turned into
Hold on a
not
second,
one
I'm-
but several philosophical debates?
Well, here's the
Flat
thing.
Earth.
I'll make this argument and then we can move on, and no one can
Oh,
rebut
as
it.
long as I can have a
No, there's no rebuttals after I say this.
You fucker! I love it. It's
Like an AI algorithm, you can
life
you
begins
can,
and ends with Morgan.
you can know enough about how everything works to know how new information is generated, and I would say that at that point you had learned everything that you need to know. Because if you know how information is being generated, you would know it as it was coming out.
For the record, that negates the rebuttal I had. But I'd still like to make my argument. Okay.
Wait, you had thought you
Like-
had already thought of what I thought and were gonna rebut it?
No,
Before you
I
heard it?
just thought I had definitive proof that
Oh.
the information was infinite, and then
Oh, okay.
actually, from what you just said, actually, it's not. I think
Oh my god, you are so easily bent to the fucking Morgan world.
that
makes
made a lot
sense,
of
right?
sense.
Why doesn't he
Makes
hold your
sense.
hand through every From Software game? Oh wait, he already does.
He does.
Wow.
Into the
Oh,
fucking
well, that's-
light, please.
That's literally
cold.
what we do.
That's what we do, dude.
Now you're attacking the sauce
No,
for being a
no, no.
sauce.
It's a terrible sauce.
Yeah, the sauce is bitter. Ugh,
It's gone bad.
gross, but it is
They
our
left it out.
sauce.
It said refrigerate after opening. It has not been refrigerated. It's been out for a decade. Ooh, this From
Souring.
Software. Ooh,
A
yeah.
little
Fermenting.
longer
It's
than a
fermenting, baby. Ooh, it's just
It's
fermenting.
hot in here. I need to get my pants off.
What? Why are we just seeing chin up? I love that. Like James has got it tits up. Or do we all need to frame ourselves like really close and stuff?
I don't. Kamikaze Ice. I'd like to think Danny was looking for this game all week last week. And then Gamefront,
Wasn't.
which it was me. I literally was. And to be clear, Zach told me it was called Pterosaurus, spelled Terasaurus. Not even close to Terra Hemosaurus.
Messaging you
What are
from
you
my
talking about? Not
phone.
even close.
It's not even this word.
If I put my
is
thumb
not spelled
in the
anything
middle of
like-
this, it's if I put the thumb like right here, I'd cover up all the letters that are in between T and Mersaurus.
Has
It
no one
looks
else
like
seen
James.
Sardoz?
James, there's no A in Terra.
Yeah, but I
He was spelling
am,
it with like Terra as in like the Earth. I
Are
was
you
looking
really
for
not
like
able to? You're
I
not
was
able
looking
to
for,
put
like,
that
some
together,
kind of-
Danny. Are you literally not able to just see you take out the roar of heme and then boom, Pterosaurus?
this is wild. How are you blaming me for this? Like this is I just genuinely don't even
I'm not blaming you.
cannot-
You were
you
the one
can-
who's like, Zach, I can't believe he's just like asking me.
Can
to
I
do
just
the-
say that Pterosaurus is a better name for the game
For
than
the game.
Terror of Hemosaurus?
Exactly?
I agree.
not
it's
really
also-
because it's not this. I mean,
No,
Terra.
so
This
you're
this
gonna- you
means
just-
a completely different thing from this. This is not Terra. That means like the Earth. That
It's
means
a play on
the
words.
thumbnail?
I thought the British liked that.
How is it playing? Do you even know what the game's about? It's got nothing to do
It's
with
Rampage.
Terra.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a
Destroying the Earth.
Pterosaurus, right? It's
you
an
are
Earth.
destroying the Earth.
It's an Earth
There's a-
dinosaur, but it also sounds like terror.
This is wild. This is an absolute.
Look-
you
Look
know
at
what?
the
3 versus
It's a
1,
fandom
Danny.
abbreviation.
I just.
Oh man, I can't
know
wait
what I
for
mean?
the fanfic stuff that comes out about our relationship.
Danny
I know.
is at like a cockney rhyming scheme competition. Like, actually, gentlemen,
Oh, Kamikaze
I-
Eye says this is what my brain thought Rampage was like as a kid.
ooh, is it sick? I want to play this game.
It's really
Me too.
good. It's really, really
Yeah.
good. It's fun
It's a
because
great
it's chill.
Couch
Like,
co-op.
Yeah, exactly. It's very, but it's just jumping up and dragging helicopters out of the sky and blowing buildings up,
Yeah.
and it's just fun.
It's
Even
really
is there
people-
like high score chasing? Like is it like a
Mhm. Yeah.
leaderboard game?
There's an endless mode. I think there is a leaderboard, but I haven't really gotten into that because I've never been into that. But I know since
I
what was that
love
game that you were really into? Pain.
Yeah, pain.
You were
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I've been
it'll push
playing
those buttons.
Forager, but I stopped playing it.
Is that a leaderboard game?
No, it's like a crafting like humble bundle game. It's really fun, but it's very addictive.
oh, you said humble bundle. That's
Did you know there's a humble bundle right now to support to like donate money towards the earthquakes in I believe it was Syria and
Turkey.
Turkey. Thank you.
God.
And
Jesus
it
Christ.
gives you like so many games. Good God. And you're helping people. Go to humblebundle.com.
Oh
and
my
get
god,
part of
here
that
he
humble
is.
Yeah, that
bundle.
was funky.
Unless you don't love people.
So many
So
games.
fast
Yeah,
to
love
the.
Unless you
I
don't
mean-
love people, go to humblebundle.com.
Wouldn't it be better
Wow.
just to donate the money directly to like a different cause?
It
No,
turns
Humble
out
Bundle.
it goes through like an amplifier when it goes through Humble Bundle, and
Is
Well,
that true?
Don't say things that are not true.
Are you just making shit up, or is that true?
I'm making shit up.
Okay, sick. No,
But it wouldn't really
disgusting.
surprise me. I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that it's a Humble Bundle, which I trust with my money to go towards donations.
What is
and
going?
ours.
Stop. Before we get sued, just stop.
Next time you're in Whole Foods, we ask you to round up. Be like, no, I already donated through Humble Bundle.
I
You know how
will
many
say that
games
I
you can-
never ever give my money at those at that level to like grocery stores or whatever. They're like, oh, do you want to round up? Because do you know what they do? They just collect that money, and then they do donate it, but then they use it as a tax write off, as if they've given their money, and then they tout that they've given X millions of dollars to things.
Yeah,
but
and also it sits in an account somewhere and collects interest, and there's all kinds of reasons
like
why you
for
just
30
shouldn't.
days, and then they donate it.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, just donate. It's just literally no.
That's why I just go through Humble Bundle.
Just reach into your pocket and throw it at the next homeless
all that
person.
is, to be honest, all that is the exploitation of people who like round numbers, because I'm one of those
which
people.
are not the most exploited people, but I care about them.
I know, me too, right? Because I don't like it when an odd number comes out of my bank account. I want it to be 20, not 20 and 5 pence. It's
What can I do with this 22 cents? Well, you could donate to homeless people. Fuck it, do it. I just gotta have those 2 zeros at the end.
Oh, this is a big bundle.
I
Okay,
told you. I
Say it
fucking
slower.
told you.
Tell them.
I'm looking at
big
it.
bundle.
I'm trusting but confirming.
And
He's
Uh,
doing
Trump-
his research, and good on him. Oh, Fallout 76.
Gotham
That game
Knight.
sucks.
It's $30 for 72 items.
and Gotham Knight's on there.
It's pretty good value.
Ghost Runner,
but,
a bunch of Pathfinder and Starfinder games, Saga, Payday 2, XCOM 2, Ticket to Ride,
Oh, Stick Fight
Stick
the game.
Fight. Yeah, Farming Simulator 17 for
System
Danny.
Oh, you already said System Shock, didn't you?
Ooh,
I
Mountain
got-
Blade Warband is fun.
That's actually a really good
Oh.
collection of games. But
There's a game on here called Armello. Armello is an amazing board game. And the game itself, this digital version, I have it. Me and my friends were playing it. But the net code was terrible and we had to stop playing it. But the game adaptation of the board game is very good as well. I hope that this brings more people to the game because it is very good.
Stacking's really fun. That's from Double Fine Games, I'm pretty sure.
I did play that game. That's been out for a while. I liked it.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. This is not a bad deal. James,
Yeah, I mean,
you were,
this,
you were
is,
right.
this is great. I'd say the only reason not to do it is because Gotham Knights is in there. Right.
Is it bad? I thought people liked it.
Oh, yeah, those people probably suffered brain damage or head injuries or
Okay,
something.
all right.
My bad. I can't have a fucking thought in my goddamn brain.
You can have a thought, but you just need to filter it through like what a decent person would say, and then like mash those two ideas together.
Okay, sweetheart. That's not this guy. You're asking for a lot. You're asking for the guy who could only make Pterosaurus come out of his goddamn brain. I got mush up here. All right. You guys
Hugo
get back on the bus. We got to get to school.
Hugo says, thanks for showing this off. You bet. Pelagia says, mindless destruction and mayhem. Nice. And then Kamikaze Eye says, 5305. Danny and Zach perform a 2-monster 360 no-scope pile driver. Or a blimp. I
want to see that. Can I see
that?
that?
Sounds amazing.
I actually saw this
5305?
clip and it was, yeah, I'll just get it. Hang on.
Oh, he's got to get it up.
Gotta get it.
We got to wait, guys.
Oh, yeah, I would like to see that too.
Yeah. Get on Danny onlyfans.com/Danny King.
/
File
Game Friend.
checker. It's like, GF. We got to get our G Suite back. We need our Google emails.
Well, you don't need
God, this game looks so
There's one. Oh, yeah, this looks sick. Oh, here we go.
Double team.
Oh. Oh, no. This is
I like how we're
nasty.
just like chewing a hole in the side of
It is actually this. It's dead already, and we're just beating it.
Oh, the humanity.
This looks sick.
It's such a fun game. It really is good.
That looks great.
Yeah.
fun
Is it,
little-
I think,
yeah.
is it on Games Pass? I think it might be on Games Pass, right? Or do you have to-
No.
It kind of
not-
like looks like
It's
Reptar
not,
from Rugrats.
Oh man, I used to love that show. Tommy Pickles.
too.
Good. I think they have them all on Hulu.
Really?
Well,
Oh, the
Oh,
Rugrats,
shit.
yeah. Yeah, they have some old Nick stuff on there.
2 down, 4
feel
to
like
go.
they're
We're going to
trying
be
to-
here all
they're-
night. This is Elden
They're
Ring number
canceling all
90.
90s things.
Bosox kicks off. James, are you this bad with navigation in real life? It seems like you hike based on your stories, and I'm really curious if it's a lot of trouble for you to navigate trails and stuff.
Well, whenever you hear about hikers being rescued, it's James.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I actually I've only been lost a couple times on my hikes. And it's like my greatest fear. I'm very afraid of getting lost on hikes. Aaron is a lot more fearless than I am. And there have definitely been some hikes where I didn't think we were going to make it because we went off trail. And she's very confident and is not really a fan of my panic that I have when. Because some of the hikes, like, we go out in areas that, once you lose the trail, you're just on rocks. And, like, you have no idea where you are.
He's gonna eat you if you guys get lost.
Oh, yeah. I've been lost with
He's
Aaron
gonna
at
kill
least
you.
twice.
No,
Do you,
I mean, she knows that she's gonna be able to, if, like, things got dire, she's like,
Oh, yeah.
wait till he turns around.
She's-
I'll hit him over the
she
head
is
with a
a-
rock.
She's a way better hiker than me. She goes, like, a lot of times there are certain hikes that I've been with her that I don't go on anymore where you have to, like, climb, like, rock climbing. I just don't enjoy it. And she really does.
Does one of you know how to map
Grills.
read?
Actually, just talking about it's making my hands sweat. I don't know how to read a map.
Because apparently they say the best thing you can do is to learn how to read a map. Because even though phones have GPS and stuff, they're not that accurate. And also,
Yes.
like batteries and things, you can't rely on them. So like the most important thing for survival on a mountain hike is to know how to read a map and to have an ordnance survey map, like a proper grid map that you can reference.
But
BRB.
are mountains on maps? I don't know.
Our mountains on maps. Right, Danger
it
Dad.
shows
Fan mail.
elevation. I should go get my well, never mind.
I mean, I'm just
I
trying to
still-
have a serious conversation with him. Who then he comes back with our mountains on maps.
Hey, quickly,
I
can
don't
see
know
a
how
round-
to work with that.
Can I see a round of hands? And this is a pun. Who's seen 127 hours?
I have.
Okay, cool.
Oh, that's the
guy who
fun.
gets
Oh,
his
the
arm.
sea hand. So here's the thing, Danny. Like, I'm picturing maps having pictures of roads and a bunch of stuff. But if you're on a mountain, like, how is it showing the size of the mountains that are other ways? And like, if you're off the trail, like, you wouldn't see the trail on the map. How would you know? I mean, I guess because I don't know how to read a map, it sounds pretty useless to me.
You would need a compass. And yeah, basically you want to know a couple survival tactics. Like, what side does moss grow on a tree?
The north side.
Okay.
Right.
Water comes down.
That's
Right.
how rain works. Otherwise, we'd be in a world of trouble.
It's been so long. I wish I can go to my car. I have a book, How to Survive in the Woods.
I
Literally have
just,
it in case.
I mean, yeah, I mean, at least this is wild.
I read it a long time ago. I do know how to skin an animal, a small rodent, if I need to.
He knows how to skin a rat in desperate situations.
If it gets down to me eating a rat, I'm just gonna eat the fur too. I'm just gonna eat it. Like, I'm not gonna prepare it like
It's a
fucking
rabbit.
dinner.
First up, I was assuming we would find rabbits, but you're right. We're not gonna get rabbits. We're lucky we get a rabbit. Fuckers are fast. But it's from the ass to the. It's ass to mouth.
Okay,
Basically,
Danger Dad. Fan
you
mail
start at the
cancelled?
tail
Question mark?
and
Question
you-
mark? Question mark? No, because
Yeah,
we're
it's
doing
not
fan mail
canceled.
right
We're
now.
here.
Kamikaze Eye says, interesting idea, tanning while recording. I mean,
Yeah, so you tan the hide. So you skin it, you tan the hide afterwards.
My lights
and
were
boom,
too
you
bright
got
the
a
day that we recorded this.
You have a tiny little loincloth from your rabbit.
why
In your head,
don't
your
encourage
dickhead will
Zach.
fit perfectly.
The chat are trying to encourage Zach.
You little rabbit. You walk around with a rabbit.
How much of that have you drunk? Jesus Christ. Experimental says 1051 to 1949. The lengths James will go to for a critical hit is wrecking my nerves. James, the time you waste trying to circle behind enemies for unnecessary backstabs, I do that quite a lot, and often end up taking damage because you're not engaging the enemy in these examples that can be almost completely mitigated by quicker normal attacks and or guard counters. I mean, it's true that you have the guard counter in Elden Ring, which kind of gives you the benefit of a backstab. I always forget the guard counters there, but it's quite useful if you use it.
Well, let me have this rebuttal to Experimental's comment.
Yep.
Sure, it takes a long time for me to get those backstabs, but you miss 100% of the backstabs that you don't circle around the person for 10 minutes. If you don't even bother, you're going to miss that one for not trying. You know what I mean?
No, not really.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you're not going to be willing to put the effort in to circle around the guy for 15 minutes, you're never going to get that back.
But you're misunderstanding that philosophy. Like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But that doesn't
what
mean
happened
you
to
should...
Zach?
He's drunk, honestly. He's just talking about skinning rabbits from ass to the front. Like, I don't even know. He's gone. He's honestly gone.
He came back and he's broken?
You don't want to listen to what he's talking about, honestly. I'm trying intentionally to talk over him because
about circling around a guy.
Guys, I left you alone for 2 seconds.
That was not 2 seconds. That was
you
2
deal
years.
with him. You deal with him. Bear in mind that we've been going through it for 2 hours and we've got 4 more videos to get through.
It says DLC's announced, boys.
That's true. I forgot to mention that in the announcement section. Are you excited?
Here's my question: do I have to beat the game before I play the DLC?
We don't know yet.
Before the DLC comes out, then I don't know, something bad has happened.
Okay.
Because they're gonna they said that they're gonna release the new game before they release the DLC.
No, they've announced it. It's coming like real soon.
I mean, it's coming this year. I don't know if that's real soon. We don't know yet when it's releasing.
I mean, it's before we're gonna finish this walkthrough for sure.
I mean, that's debatable.
Yeah.
All right, so scroll a little further up, Danny.
All right.
Be until the end of 2023 at the earliest.
Skyrim 2
blowing by.
Cheese Wheel Boogaloo.
That is comment of the year. Good call, Zach.
Nice String says, here's a quick ditty or whatever it's called. Of James the Bright and Danny the Bold, neither sure which way to go. But onward they ride and march through the snow. How did Danny wind up on this mission? Poor Uncle Morgs is out of commission. Sucks that he's stuck with a bum shoulder. Take it from me, it's a bitch getting older. As James approaches the end of the game, seeking the throne and elder fame, I offer some advice from the depths of my soul. Try finger butthole.
Oh, I love that. But I have promised not to say it all the time anymore. I probably am allowed to get away with saying it like maybe once or twice a week.
Brad
the
Hahn.
blind leading the blind.
Yep.
Thanks, Brad.
Nice Strings says, desperately needing to heal. The warming stones are right there, already in your hotbar even. Better than the talismans. And go try land some critical hits for minor FP regain instead. Do we need to watch that? 3720?
No.
3720.
Okay. There it is. This is the warming stones. Oh. So he's just saying the warming stones are already in there and it's better than the talismans to get the critical hit.
Now, all I gotta do is not die.
I guess so.
I mean, I guess so, but I have 10 warming stones, so that's a short-lived strategy. I can infinitely use those talismans.
Yeah, but how many of them have you got?
10.
Okay. This is me getting in trouble again. Someone else can read it.
Uh-oh. Bosak says, Danny, come on. Don't tell him to run through an area. The whole point is him to at least explore it on his own initially and then decide if he wants to run through it after he dies 12 times. That's probably correct.
I'm just trying to help but apparently
appreciate
I'm too helpful, I think.
You are very helpful. It's to a detriment sometimes.
No, that's not helpful. He's doing the same thing in our Dark Souls 2 playthrough. Spoiler alert. He's just like running through everything, and then like dudes just come up from behind him and overwhelm him.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna get punished. You're gonna get punished a lot for that, especially with your going hollow.
Oh yeah,
in Dark Souls 2, I know.
Oh,
I'm already feeling that.
fucking Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you
I
gotta
can't believe
really
that
play
the health
something
bar
I'm
else.
goes
glad
down.
they got
It's
rid of.
ridiculous. Like as
You
if it
can't
wasn't
believe
hard
it.
enough.
Literally, I have to tell him every fucking time. That's what happens.
no, I can see it going down.
Oh,
I'm just-
I'm only
Right,
Yeah,
well, listen, Dark Souls 2 can be next week's debate. Ken Eric.
yeah. Let's
Hi,
bottle it
guys.
up.
Maybe I missed something, but is Morgan okay? We've not seen him on
No.
Twitch in a while. If it's just a break or something, well, it is a break, but just not the break you think. It's totally fine.
I'm
and you
glad
deserve it.
it's ended in break.
Yeah.
We're just worried about our boy, And then, well,
With his
we kind of
black
covered.
background, black
we-
Obi-Wan Kenobi shirt.
Yeah.
He's gone to the dark side.
We covered this in the intro, but he's bust
Yeah.
his shoulder.
Essentially, I have a tendonitis that a lot of sports players get.
Okay.
From
What
playing
sports-
Tennis
games.
players,
What sports-
baseball. I mean, playing games is the only thing that I do that's a repetitive motion
But a lot of
besides
sports.
typing.
I mean, there's a lot of shoulder
much-
movement in
So
Dark
much Wii
Souls. It's
Sports.
true.
So much Wii Sports.
Yeah, Wii Sport. Yeah.
Well, when you're a top tier major league gamer, you're gonna deal with the repercussions of a professional athlete.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how it is.
Kamikaze Ice 4641. James' inability to remember anything and or see the obvious always astounds me. James never gives up and always raises the bar, except Bloodborne.
Hmm.
And then Zach says Dark Souls 2. Wasn't that Morgan too? Yeah.
Dark Souls 2
Yeah,
doesn't count. I'm ready to play Bloodborne.
Well,
I want
when
it.
are you getting the play? Has it arrived yet?
Yeah, it's coming. I don't know. Zach, is it coming?
What?
The PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, no.
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't boxed it up yet. It's a work in progress.
We should just buy one.
No, I don't need it. It's gonna break. It's in a box already, ready to go. It's just I'm too fucking lazy to bring it from there.
Oh,
It's
so
been
you
pouring
already
rain-
have
it's
boxed
been
it up.
Pouring rain here. Well, in the
Oh,
PlayStation
yeah.
box. I want it in like
Man
a box
from
that doesn't
Hawaii
say PS5
complains about
on
the
side.
weather. More attention.
It has been raining a lot here. I
Yeah.
saw snow on a mountain far away.
Yeah, there is. I had a show in Palm Springs, so I drove through the snow and it was pretty
James,
bad.
stop doing those goddamn shows.
They're the worst shows in the world.
Stop
and this
doing
one is no
them.
exception.
Stop
This-
doing those shows.
He needs the money.
This one was so bad.
You're better
Can't
than
stop,
that.
won't stop.
You're literally better than that. I'm telling you. Please stop.
I got paid
Oh, man.
$250.
God. I mean,
God,
yeah,
it's-
you got to do it, but that's
Yeah.
sucks.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good money.
It's good money, but God,
It's
I just
definitely.
think-
I mean, that's what I
I
make.
just think
about
so
it.
much higher of you than that.
I make that
Yeah,
in OnlyFans,
I mean-
but it takes me a whole month.
What's the main problem
Yeah,
with
it
this show?
It's just terrible. It's a murder mystery show that no one
Oh,
wants
that
to
thing.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
nobody wants to see it.
How does
I'll-
it review? Is there any online reviews for the show?
I highly doubt it. But here's
What's the name of the show?
No one's ever rebooked the show. It's what you call a one and done.
Oof.
This guy never rebooks. You never have somebody be like, "Oh, we had you guys come out to something else, so we decided to use you again." There have been on multiple occasions where they were just like, "You know what? We don't need you to finish the show. You're good to go."
Well, you mean
James,
they
was
just
it you,
end the
you
show
me, and
without
Bryce that did
ending
that
the show?
Thanksgiving show at that family's house?
I did. I've done Thanksgiving shows at families' houses. Was that a Todd Rice gig?
No,
Oh, I
Bryce.
shouldn't
No.
say the guy's
Wow.
Yeah,
Bryce,
Jesus
Bryce from the
Christ, James,
theater.
fuck,
Bryce,
man.
my old
I know
coach,
Bryce.
Everyone, just
I
stop
know
saying
Bryce.
people's names.
Yeah,
Change
I'm
people's
trying to
names.
say. I love Bryce. Bryce, I would, I don't
Oh, maybe
mind
it was
saying
you,
his
me,
name
Bryce,
out
and Patrick McIntyre.
loud. That sounds
Why are we saying
familiar.
more people's names?
But I
Yeah.
don't know who
The-
booked us for that show.
It was an MI show.
Oh, the MI show. Then it couldn't been as bad as the other ones.
No, it was fine, but it was just strange because we were just
It is
like, it was literally a Thanksgiving day, this family's living room, and they had us doing an improv show. like in this on the fireplace mantle.
Yes, that was me.
Oh, don't mind the plastic wrap on the ground.
That is a bit weird.
It's very weird, and the people were like, "Oh yeah, we have a different performer come every year, just random acts."
Yeah.
It was very strange, and where
It was a very crowded place. Like when we
how
got
many
people,
people
lot
were
of
in the
people.
audience?
there was like
It was a big
not that
family,
many
20.
people, but it was a pretty small room.
It was a very small room. Like there was
It's
no
like
room to
somebody's
move around.
living room, and there was like
Wouldn't
20,
they just
30
do this
people.
like out in the yard?
It was
like a
awkward.
stage
I think
or
the year
some-
before they had a mariachi band.
Hi, welcome to our house.
I mean,
here's
here's
last year's photo.
James, do you remember how they made their money?
No.
selling human flesh?
No, their grandfather invented pasta making machinery, and they had the patents on the wall.
I don't remember. but
So
that
these
makes sense.
people literally just sit there collecting royalties on pasta making patents and then spend it on just getting random people to come and perform for them in their living room.
That's
on people's
capitalism,
birthdays.
baby.
That is bizarre. Right, we need to move on.
No, we don't. I need
Dude, I need to eat at some point tonight. Dark Page, during Christmas time one year, I used to put Muppets Christmas Carol every night.
Let them read the comments. It's fine.
Well, I would if they did. Rather than going on tangents about performing improv in people's living rooms.
Hey, that was an enthralling story.
Oh, no.
It was great. It was
And
no, you
unique.
know what? I'll leave you to it.
All right, thanks. 3845. You missed a shiny, James. Zachary Bell.
I have lost
The
my count.
mausoleums duplicate. Well, we can still hear you. Duplicate boss souls. You can use them to make the other boss weapon or get free souls. I think there's 8 or so in the game.
We missed Dark Pages.
Oh, I thought that's the one you read during the
Well, I
Christmas
was
time.
halfway through
One
it.
year, I used to put the Muppet Christmas Carol every night for 4 nights straight, and me and my girlfriend would fall asleep within the first 15 minutes. So one night, I tried Treasure Island. Was it better?
Yeah, I don't know.
Some
Dark
people
Pages
think
here.
that that's the best movie.
Well, Treasure
of
Island
the
is my
Muppets,
favorite.
but it's not. It's not the best.
It's my favorite. It's good.
No, the Muppet, the one we saw, James. Is
The Muppet movie, which is hard to believe, the one with Jason Segel from like 2012 or 13.
Jason Segel is good.
Oh, I mean, it's the best. I mean, I love all the Muppet movies, and I would have never expected a new one to be my favorite, but that one is really good. The next one that came out with Tina Fey was good, but not as good.
yeah, not as good. The Muppet Christmas Carol, or is that what it is?
Yeah,
A Muppet
I mean,
Christmas
they have
Carol.
they have It's a Wonderful Life Muppets. They have so many Muppet movies.
What?
Sales botnet Danny with a creative mod idea. I like it better than another played out randomizer, at least.
Wait,
what
you
was
said
my
A
idea
Wonderful
again?
Life, right?
I've
You said
forgotten, to be
Wonderful Life.
honest. I'm still just going through it, and you've been asking some really smart questions in this EP. But it was in the beginning when you said that you would like to see a mod where every enemy in the game had the same AI as the Red Phantoms.
Okay, I just
but
need
it
to
would
bring this
be
up.
Wild
What
Red.
about a Muppet's Life is Beautiful? Eh?
That would
What about a Muppet's A Star Is Born?
Poor Kermie.
A Muppet's Reservoir Dogs.
Tell me something, pig.
But it
Oh
still
my
has Chris Christopherson in it.
Wait,
Dark
A Star Is
Page.
Born
Dark
or
Page is getting
Reservoir?
skipped. So let's
Yeah, the last one was Chris Christopherson and Barbara Streisand, and then the one before that was Judy Garland. I don't know who the guy
Yeah,
was.
there's 4 A Star Is Borns.
That's wild.
How do
Oh,
we skip
didn't-
Dark Page?
Well, I
Saving
went
Private Ryan.
back to it.
Was it
We
Neil
read that
Diamond in one? Was it
Oh,
Neil
okay.
Diamond?
Oh, we went
No,
back to it. I guess
No.
I read the thing too late. Muppets Requiem for a Dream. I'd watch.
Yo.
Train Spotting Muppets. All right, so
Pulp Fiction
Arctica.
Muppets. Yeah.
James,
Oh.
there might be a place for me to sit around here. He was looking at it and going directly towards it for like 10 straight seconds and didn't see it. Huh?
2 Muppets, 1 cup.
Pill.
That That sounds like a pretty shitty video.
Pill says James' navigation. Morgan sure dodged that one.
Yeah. You don't even need to look at it. I was lost.
I'm mixing up this
Whoa.
jazz singer with A Star Is Born.
There
And
was
Eric-
another one before Judy Garland. The Judy Garland one was a remake. The first one
Yeah,
was in 1937.
Yeah, so there is 4 A Star Is Born, right?
Yeah, that's what I didn't know about
Yeah.
the other one. Kathleen Crowley and Conrad Nagel.
Yeah, and I was thinking of Jazz Singer.
Oh, it's Judy Garland and
Neil.
James Mason. That's interesting.
Can
the
Eric hopes
thing
that
is
Morgan is
similar.
feeling better? Sounds like it to me. Mikhail Rose? I don't know why I blanked on that name. My God.
Mikhail Rose.
First time.
I love how fast James can make another person so angry and want to leave so early in the video. Have you guys watched this video?
I didn't watch all of. Wait, is this the second
did
one or
you-
the first one you did?
It's the first one we did, but did you watch the start?
Yeah, I
at
watched
least?
all of the first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where
The
he
first
just puts,
couple seconds,
where
he gets
he-
really mad at me.
Well, you literally put markers down all the way to the place you wanted to go, and then just
Mhm.
took off in the opposite direction.
Oh, he immediately. Yeah, I made a comment on that because like the very first thing he does is go into the only spot that he's been in that whole snow area, and he just backtracks. And we have at least 3 moments where we do it in the videos previous.
And then,
then
there you
comes
go.
Morgan. We don't need to even talk about it. Yeah, backtracks as we're saying, and then the lights were too bright. Yes.
I could almost see your nose.
Well, you mean like you could see the bone underneath? Is it like an X-ray?
No,
like
he's
it
just
was
saying
like
that my
so bright
face was
that
so
it was
washed
like completely
out.
washed out. Yeah, he looked like a sheet of paper. 2 little pupils.
All right.
He's still playing Spider-Man.
He's still playing
Yep.
Spider-Man.
ChatGPT told me that you died in 2019.
Oh no, that's pretty brutal.
That is pretty.
Is it?
There must be
That's
another
fucked
James
up.
Heaney you did.
I'm gonna ask. No, I've asked ChatGPT about James before. It doesn't know anything about him.
Okay, what do you
Well,
mean?
no, remember we did this back when we worked together. What was that game that you were supposed to like 21 questions kind of and should be able to guess you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember? There's
Uh,
some sort of genie like that was like you'd type it. No.
Did it work?
I'll look it up. It worked for me.
oh really?
Didn't know Mitch, didn't know James, and I was not even really doing stuff. So just a little brag I'm putting out there.
Nice.
I'm just kidding. It's because, I think we wrote Jack Black, look-alike, couple like really obvious things. find it.
Kamikaze Ice says 14 minutes. This took closer to 30 minutes. I hope I can cut some out of this.
Yeah, and I did. Well, there was the whole beginning of it. Like when I first start, I'm like, it's hard to explain, but I start the thing up and immediately like the VO and like the story starts getting told, and like the beginning of the game, like they don't have like, you don't just load up the game and have like yourself walking around to get comfortable in the game. It puts you right into the mission that you're on, like at the edge of the door to do it. So I probably cut something out because something was broken. Probably trying to get some sort of do so many stealth kills without alerting them. I don't specifically remember, but I remember cutting it for sure.
Makes sense. Steve the Ghost says, I love how you knock over a guard tower and it doesn't appear to alert any guards. They must fall over a lot. Lol.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of like snipers and guard towers, and you want to do these stealth kills, and I couldn't find the people to do stealth kills to.
Wait, Spider-Man is
walking-
murdering people now?
Well, there's stealth takedowns.
Okay.
And I was looking all over for these opportunities to do stealth takedowns, and there's just like, it doesn't seem like anywhere. But then I find out you use your webs, you can just tear down these giant towers, and nobody notices, and it's a stealth takedown.
Nice.
Like, okay, well, I didn't expect that to be stealthy.
The Rooster,
Yeah.
2099, says, Hi, James. My mouth is stupid sometimes too. Thanks for the video. Glad to see you playing some Spider-Man.
Stupid sometimes too.
I don't know. That must be a reference to something you said.
I mean, it might be a reference, something that I've mentioned to a couple of people. Ever since I got COVID, I have said sometimes I flip the wrong words and say the wrong words, and it's a strange thing that's happened. I don't know if that's what I was talking about, but I was talking about it to somebody else on Saturday. I have a friend that after she got COVID, she's going to like a brain specialist, but she is having difficulty spelling, and I haven't heard anybody say that before. But both Aaron and I, after we got COVID, are like some of the things that we'll say. We'll have a word that like rhymes or sounds almost like it, but we use the wrong word. and we'll catch ourselves. She's pretty much gotten like doesn't do it anymore, or maybe she does and I don't notice it, but I have noticed myself still doing it.
Fun.
Games with Heath says, "Woo, glad to have more of these." Kamikaze Eye says, "I like how Otto's little voice recorders have a separate left and right audio channel, but only one microphone. How does he record in stereo? He's a genius."
That is funny.
That is a question for your friend later. How do you record in stereo with a mono microphone?
Just picking up a whole bunch of like plot holes in games and bringing it to him, like sound plot holes.
And then finally, El Scorchio says, "I'm loving this playthrough. Great game. And of course, commentary by James." Party emoji.
Hey, Danny, can you look at the chat for the channel that we're in? I sent the link to that Akinator, I think it's called.
Let me just thanks for the visit first. Because we don't get thanks for the visit too often. So have you sent me a message?
Well, it's in the chat for this. Is that what it's how we look at it?
Well, I think. Oh yeah. I know what you mean. Yep. Yeah. What am I looking at? Akinator. What's Akinator?
And then, well, we're not seeing it on the screen. Where's the page?
Oh, you won't. Yeah, I'm checking. It's clean first.
Oh, that's fine.
It's fine. It's not that I don't trust you, but I don't trust you. There you go.
So where's the hidden genitals on this?
Oh, so this is the thing where it asks you 20 questions and then it'll.
Yeah. And I was just trying to do it for James again because I bet now it would know him.
But you think it would know him?
Yeah. I think it was like at the beginning.
So what do I do? Just go on characters.
Mm-hmm.
You think it's gonna
is your character
James
male? Yes.
You think
we're thinking
your character
James,
really
right?
exists?
James.
Yes.
We're thinking.
Is your character from
James
YouTube?
Yeah.
I mean, technically he is. Is he American? Yes. Does your character do 24-hour challenges?
This obviously is already set up so much.
No, I mean, I haven't told it to do anything. He doesn't wear makeup. Doesn't give away islands. Does he have a gaming channel? I guess he does. Is your character associated with the group Luna?
No.
Is your character linked with fire?
Oh.
That's a loaded question.
I mean, he's linked the fires before.
Ooh, damn.
That is probably
good. I don't know. I would say yes or probably.
Is your character linked with the color green? I mean, he always has a green screen on show behind him, so I don't know if that counts.
Oh, that's kind of true.
We're almost doing ourselves a disservice. Look, there's a lot more options than just yes and no.
He is older than 18. Does he play Roblox?
I have never played Roblox.
Are you a member of the FaZe clan?
I have met somebody in the FaZe clan.
You very nearly got in once, yeah. You nearly got in once.
He was close.
He was close, but no cigar. Was he born in the 1930s?
Probably.
No, it's going to mess it up.
Is he a character from a sandbox game? No.
Oh, no, he's not going to get it.
He's not Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast
he
just
doesn't give presents. Is he known for Minecraft gaming? Well, a little bit.
We got 2 more questions, people. Fingers
crossed.
On
the Dream SMP. No.
Oh, shit.
Is he associated with Aisha Erotica? I don't know who that is.
Wait, what?
What? Okay.
I'm embarrassed to say that the answer is yes.
It went past 21.
Does your character play for Carlisle? What are these questions? What? Does your character have chronic pain?
Oh, it thinks it's me.
The genie looks like...
Oh! You're the frustrated gamer.
I mean, he is a frustrated gamer, but he's not the frustrated gamer. I mean, that's crap. Anyway.
Wow.
No, it's quite fun.
Tried.
We'd have to play that game at some point.
I thought we had fun. That was fun.
Anyway, let's Elden
Danny,
Ring
thanks
91.
for keeping us on track because you got to go eat and not
No,
let
no.
us get
I mean,
sidetracked.
I have a meeting to go to in an hour, and I have to eat sometime between now and then. And also, you were the one telling me to keep it to time. We've been going for 2 hours.
Yeah,
hey, why don't you just go get
for an hour?
some Prime? Go get some Prime.
Prime?
Yeah.
What's that?
KSI, Logan Paul, get the Prime.
Prime. I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry.
What?
It's their beverage. It's like super popular over in your side of the country.
Oh,
I'm
over
not down
there.
with the kids.
It's hard to get. You can get it here easily. Anyways, it's all good.
Gross.
Yeah. Supposedly tastes good.
Ray Azteca 009. I still don't get why he is carrying 2 seals. Brad Hahn, he really needs our seal of approval. Ice,
Well-
Nintendo seal of quality. Brad, he wants to marry Heidi Klum? Heidi Klum.
I think it's Cardi Clune, yeah.
He's dripping red wax onto a letter. He won't tell us his lips are, well, you get the idea.
I enjoy the
So
plum
here's the
side.
question:
Seal.
they weigh almost nothing, so it's no harm having an extra seal.
Wait,
So one
who's-
seal.
Except for you have to, James, you're not going to be able to defend your way out of this. Let's keep moving.
I want one seal to be able to make my weapon flaming hot, right? And the other seal is the one that I want to consistently use as my weapon.
Oh, Heidi Klum was married to Seal. Just straight up, his name is Seal.
Yeah.
I was like, what does Heidi Klum have to do with
It's
it?
funny. I mean, there you go.
Good job. James, we don't care. Bostox Sonic GK1 4322. James, what are you doing in your camera here?
I guess we're going to have to look at this one. 43, what's
We
that?
got it.
43, 22.
21, 22, yeah.
20.
43, 22.
20.
43, 20.
19. 18.
43, 20.
2.
19 will work.
Or
How
23.
I did it. It
Fine.
just happened with me.
I'm tapping my mustache and
Maybe
my
you should quit that,
teeth
but genuinely don't know.
because I'm confused
happened
at the
with me.
time.
Yeah,
this
why-
is
why-
something that I do.
I'll be
Some
honest, I
people
can't
stroke their
remember
chin, but I don't have
how
chin
I
hair,
did
so
it.
I
It
do
just
this.
happened with me. That is an odd thing. But yeah, I can see how you're concentrating very hard on something.
Because
This
we
whole
were-
section
we were
was a
struggling
cluster, by
with-
the way. I mean,
Yeah, I probably like that's the type of thing I would have cut out if it was a Spider-Man moment. Like we went up and down this lift like 4 times before we
Why?
realized that because there's a
Because-
spot where it says use hidden seal, but you have to switch the action to see it.
Yeah.
so you just
push
went
the
up
Y
and down the
button.
lift like 5
Well, we
times.
didn't.
And then...
I didn't know that you had to push the Y button to switch the action. I thought,
But
that
it
the
pops
other
up on
action-
screen.
Yeah, but if you watch the video, there's
Okay.
also like little messages on the ground. So I kind of thought it was switching it to look at the message.
Gotcha. It was the game's fault.
Yes, thank you.
Ice, Danny Heen back again.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
Ooh,
long
this is
thread.
heated.
This is a hot take, this thread.
I did not read this.
Oh, wow. He says it's a hot take and then it goes hard. Oh, gosh. Okay, here we go. Dig in, boys.
Okay, Danger Dad, a bit of a hot take here, but I think James should stop giving in to all the comments saying that he doesn't use the Mimic to rot or anything for that matter because it's cheap. Play the game the way you want as long as you're having fun. Who cares if other people struggled more on a boss that you cheesed? It's just self-centered to get angry at James for finding an easier way around part I struggled at, in my opinion. James, you've already proven yourself by completing the Madness Pit in just one death. Not sure if anyone has done something like that on their first playthrough. Take that dumb rule away about the Mimic Tear counting as extra deaths and just push on the way you see fit. Ulasale says, no, the rule about keeping the death count, which is already baked in the cake at this point, so you can't really take it away. I do agree, but I feel he should be ashamed about using it. I do think that for certain big highlight fights that he should refrain from using it, though. Even though it takes him a full video to try and figure out a boss, he should still give it a real go first. If he isn't able to beat it, then I think it's fine for him to use the Mimic Tear on the following video. So that's a slightly different opinion. Arctica says use what the game gives you. Danger Dad says, yeah, it's true about extra deaths being a chore, but I personally think the rule is dumb, but that's just one person's opinion. It also feels like certain fights with Melania and the final boss and the Mimic Tear wasn't that much help anyway. Particularly in Melania, I found summoning more harm than good because of her abilities.
Ooh,
weird.
That's true.
Is it?
I remember it.
Well, I mean, I know why it
because-
would be a problem, but I can't imagine that the damage up. Yeah, we'll talk
because
about
it, yeah, I don't want to spoil it. Okay.
No, I know why, Danny.
Yeah, I know.
We
I know.
know.
You know. I know.
We are
you
in
know.
knowing
I know.
together.
But I know that James doesn't know.
Yeah.
So I don't want James.
You know what I would call that? No.
It is hot in here.
It sounds bad. I don't know if I really agree with that. It's like bringing, if you bring what's that? Titch. To Melania can't really handle her evasiveness and she gets kind of schooled. 2 things from Pill. It took a while to finally assemble a usable build and hardly anyone had a build where you need to actively try and undermine yourself in order to die on the first playthrough. It was 3 deaths and I agree, James. Just use everything you can and hopefully it will carry you to the end of the game. So not much faith there from Pill.
Mhm.
Leoki says, I want James persevering and getting better at the game, not beating bosses in seconds. It's much less entertaining. It's nothing to do with being cheap. Mikhail Rose kind of agrees. Why does everyone want to watch the Mimic Tear beat the game while Jabs runs around and cowards and hides from enemies? It's just unwatchable.
Yeah.
Phil says that we're almost 100 videos in, and he gives up on James getting good, so he might as well just go with no-brainer tools and get OP as possible. Mikhail Rose understands, but says that everyone wants something, and in the end, I'm just curious why so many people want James to end so badly. I want it to last as long as possible, but that's me. It's true. As soon as it ends, you've got no more videos to watch. I mean, be careful what you wish for and all that. And then Danger Dad says...
then Armored Core comes out.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Well, that's true.
PS5 exclusive, right? Did we already discuss that?
I don't think so. Let me see.
Yeah, but hopefully by then, Zach will have shipped the
box it up.
PS5 off and we'll have something to use. Danger Dad says he finds it much less entertaining to watch him post the same video of him smashing his head against the boss 5 times in a row. The really quality entertainment is watching him explore the world and the banter. The banter is virtually nothing when he's struggling. I guess people watch for different reasons, so that's probably part of why there's such a hot divide in the community right now over this subject. But Jogdor says that is a hot take, as it encourages James to literally do the opposite of what his storied Dark Souls playthroughs have been about since the very first one with Mitch. No one watches him to learn boss strats, efficient build strats, secrets, lore, and so on. We watch James struggle to the point he rips his shirt off, douses his co-workers in hot coffee, and then turns on off the swear filter. Such to the point that when he finally does overcome a challenge, we can all properly congratulate him towards the next Iron Maiden. Those playthroughs would have been nothing burgers if he had summoned player phantoms every corner. As others have pointed out, Elden Ring's answer to easy mode and journalist-friendly reviews is the Mimic Tear. You can set it loose, have it solo the majority of bosses, and those it cannot, you just creep in, get a combo off, the boss AI freaks out, and suddenly its attack pattern is torn between 2 targets. James is already depleting a good 30 to 40% of bosses' HP without ever having to get within arm's reach. Isn't that enough of a handicap? And then,
Let's go.
Finally, Pill says, true, but again, almost 100 videos in, and the only progress that is happening is due to the no-brainer build. I do not believe in journalist Heaney. Would rather have Elden Ring. I would rather have Elden Ring done ASAP, since I've voted on the final death count, and see another Resident Evil playthrough, more Spider-Man videos, and on top of it, there's a lot of new games coming out too.
Yeah.
People are getting bored of Elden Ring, I think is the...
But it's not 100 videos.
It's getting close. Kabatul, welcome to the party, pal.
It's closer to 100 than it's not.
Yeah, if you're rounding up, it's 100.
I mean, yeah, it's really close. Yeah, good job, Danny. Take us home. You got this. No, Ulazal's bought it. Danny, you should play Dark Souls 2, including the DLCs, to see what the fuss is all about. You have the DLCs, right?
I do.
Okay. I have a really strong, and by this point, crystallized opinion on it, but you should make your own mind up. Yeah, you know that people hate on it. They put it at the bottom of their lists all the time.
I know. Well, that's why I wanted to do the mod thing, because I was like, if we're going to play Dark Souls 2, well, one, you guys kind of played.
Well, yeah, if we're going to play Dark Souls 2, why play Dark Souls 2? Let's just mod it.
No. Slow down.
Whoa. That was
Bosox 2K1. I'm sure you guys discussed this on the video. 4422. I'm effing dying.
Okay.
That's 4422. That's what that says, right?
Curry from It.
I'm a Skarsgård guy.
What's that? 4422.
Boo. Get out of here.
You don't like Skarsgård?
I like Curry better.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I was just trying to get your goat.
It's really good. Yeah, goat curry.
Can you stand on it again?
Bruv,
Oh my
give me some
God,
goat
I
curry.
didn't
Oh
mean
my
to hit
God.
that.
Oh, God.
It's a nightmare. This is just James not pressing the right button and going up and down the lift for the 7th time.
It was beautiful.
It's hard to watch.
Not beautiful.
I mean, you should get a job just testing elevators. I think you would be quite good.
Pelagius, James, if you're not planning on using Dragon Communion Seal, go and respec. You need only 15 arcane for your incantations. Bleed build-up difference between 15 and 29 arcane is minuscule, so you're freeing up a whopping 14 stat points to spend on strength, vigor, faith, in order of how much it will boost you. Frankly, I would dump it all into strength. That's a massive boost to weapon damage and scaling with a claw mark seal. If you do dump it into strength, it's probably high time to switch to Tower Shield too, especially considering how low the upgrade level of your current shield is.
That's pretty interesting.
Hello, all my fellow employees at Otis Elevator Company. It's so great to see you guys. I'd like to give the Employee of the Year award to James Heaney.
Mikhail Rose, it's so embarrassing how little you both know about this game.
I was offended by this comment, but it's
I mean, I'm offended by the next one, so it's chill.
It's yeah, okay, that's fair.
We're all offended.
Everyone got hurt in this comment section.
It's true.
no one got spared.
Anyway, the Yoki says something about Danny over Morgan is a chill vibe. I don't know. I mean, to be fair though, to Morgan, like I would be angry too, and I do get angry at the start of the first one that I did with him. To be fair, so I mean, like I was hot off the bat, but 91 episodes in.
Yeah,
you know,
it's tough stuff.
You know, his patience is running about as thin as pills and everybody else's at this point. What can you do? Darkpage says, did Danny really figure out the medallion stuff? Doesn't seem like it, Lamau. I maintain that I figured out how to get to the secret lift of Rolled on my own. Zach,
did you?
Back me up on
Have
this.
you ever used the secret lift to Rolled? Or just the...
I have.
One? Oh, you have, okay.
Well, it's the grand lift of Rolled, and there's the secret seal to go down. Because I told you it went down. Like I figured that out on my own, I'm telling you.
That's pretty good. I mean, I got told by the chat, but I've done it before.
Maybe they did tell me.
I guess I'll never know.
I'm sure I figured it out.
I feel like I was just about to figure it out on my own, but...
Nah, you didn't have a clue, man.
We don't know that for sure. It's an unknown.
It's just an unknown. Gosh dang it.
Yeah.
Okay,
there are known unknowns and there are unknowns.
All right, so I'll give you that what I just mentioned was an unknown, just a regular unknown. But the Melania, or whatever, I don't know what her name actually is, but the things that you guys are saying that you don't know what each other are talking about because you don't want to spoil it for me.
We do
but
know.
I have an unknown.
But you know it's unknown. So how is it an unknown
it's
unknown?
Just an unknown?
You cannot have an unknown because you don't know
it's
about
it. It's a known
it.
unknown.
Kamikaze Ice, 4 minutes 35. The Ballad of James Babahini, lyrics by GPT, voiced by Danny King. And then
there's 2 poems. There's one at 4:35 and then a 30-minute.
The one at 30 minutes was far too ego inflating. I'm never doing that again.
Wait, ChatGPT was writing the poems for you?
I basically told ChatGPT to write poems about what was happening in the game, and it was coming up with some pretty good, pretty accurate poems about what James was doing in the game as we were playing it. It was quite good. I'm infinitely impressed by ChatGPT, but that is another.
I wonder if we could write our own AI and we'll just feed it all of the transcripts of all of the Elden Ring videos, and then we'll just have like
to see if it can play the game.
Not see if it can play the game, but just do the commentary.
I was gonna say you just deep fake yourself, so you guys don't even have to show up anymore.
Yeah,
yeah, maybe.
I'm just so tired.
I can see, Morgan. Look at you. You're just fucking sinking into your goddamn chair or whatever.
I'm laying in bed. I'm literally laying in bed.
By laying in bed, is your shoulder okay?
Yeah. So I have like I'm laying in bed, and then I have like a bunch of pillows propped up so I can keep my shoulder at like the same height. So it's not. It's when it's like hanging down, or like reaching forward to type or anything like that.
Okay, let's bring it in. I'm sorry, Morgan. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm realizing Danny has to eat before this is over.
Yeah, we gotta go.
There's no.
Yeah, we gotta
Steve
go.
the
Steve the
Ghost.
Ghost says, "I'm going to assume whoever's idea it was to stop using the mimic tier wants this playthrough to last until the heat death of the universe." Okay. 4937. Yes, there. Jump down to the invisible pathway.
Oh, can we see that?
Let's see that.
4937.
James is all of a sudden in a hurry.
Is it like a billion years? It's like something ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's to my left.
Oh, no, it's not.
That's a hidden pathway.
Yeah.
What is the note that I can do to remind us where that is?
Well, it's where it's when you come out of the grand old lift of roll, isn't it? After you've done the secret seal.
Path. Grand lift. Okay.
Will you remember what the words hidden path grand lift means?
Yeah, we got it. I know where it's at.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know you do.
Dark Page. I haven't beaten Bloodborne or even played Sekiro, but DS3 is my favorite, really, for the fashion souls. To me, has the best armor pieces and weapon design. To me, Sekiro has very little to no fashion, but it is very good. Sekiro is high up there on FromSoft games for me.
But you can't change your armor in that at all, as far as I remember.
You can, but it's only in like later.
Very
like
limited fashion
after
souls.
you've beaten the game.
Yeah, well, there you go. There's almost no point.
Yeah.
Ken Eric says, sometimes it's hard to hear the conversations because the game volume is way too loud. I've been saying this for a year now, so nothing will change, but good chance
God damn
being
it.
under 1,000 may be possible after all. Maybe.
Learn to read lips, people. Come on, can we make it any easier for you?
Yeah, we should put subtitles on. That's what we should really do.
There should be subtitles.
Yep.
It can't be that hard to...
There should be subtitles. It should be in 4K.
Well, I mean, the subtitles can be AI generated, but because the AI generator can't hear the dialogue, it doesn't,
Yeah, James would have to do it at the editing level.
Oh, you mean you want to bake them into the video?
Yeah.
Okay. El Mono Mike says
DLR.
48. Yeah, like watching
I
a
think
French
AI could do it. It would be fine. Even at like high game volume, it's good at picking out words.
But doesn't it struggle with like fictional words? Like,
Bagoodadoobie? Like,
well, no, but I
Bagoodadoobie?
mean, like a lot of the words in Elden Ring are not real places, or
Oh,
whatever.
it might. Yeah. I would definitely try to figure out what real world word it was.
Dude, we can't even fucking say most of the words.
That's what I mean. Anyway, El Mono Mike says at 48 minutes and 6, you see that space at the left, that's part of the missing structure. That's just, so I think that's the same thing again.
Okay,
Jump
I
down
thought that was
in
going to turn into one of those drink a blue comments, but it wasn't, thank God.
Which is the best Dark Souls depends on your criteria. I rate strongly, quite highly in these games. 2 and 3 stories
No,
with
try that again. Try that again.
He says, I rate story quite highly in these games, and 2 and 3 stories with derivative and uninspired compared to 1. But I also prefer the combined one. I can recognize that it's also the least polished.
That's what I thought about the Fast and the Furious 2. I was like, more cars?
Okay.
What are they thinking?
Actually,
We
Fast and the Furious
hungry.
2 is the worst of all of them. It's
Okay.
bad.
49:35, that's to my death. No, there's only one way to find out, so we gotta check that secret path. Then Dark Page says, to be fair, whether it was Morgan or Danny, James would have went up and down that lift many times as well, as Morgan wouldn't have told James about it.
Yep.
Figuring out the lift was the real boss of this video.
That's true.
El Mono Mike says, hello, guys. Just a little FYI for James and Orden to get through the doot at the end of the pit of the Frenzy Flame. You need to get all of your gear unequipped and weapons too. Then you'll be able to walk through the door.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
Maybe. Danny loves that shirt so much he wore it again.
Well, didn't we record them back to back? I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Steve the Ghost says, you will want Arcane, James, if you stick with that weapon, but you should really pump Strength first.
Mm-hmm.
Why did we choose Arcane? I can't remember. I'm sure we were
I
having a
like
debate.
bleed and poison.
Yeah.
Bosox 2K1 4447. What's the name of the medallion you got? James says the Helget or something. Whose line is it anyways? The Richard Simmons is particularly great.
Was that the golden age of improv, Morgan?
No, I would say that was like the Renaissance period. And then the golden age was like probably when me and James were doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which was after.
Yeah.
So it was a Renaissance before the golden age. Interesting.
Yeah. The Renaissance, like they're like, when they were like inventing the stuff, and then like we had like the all the prosperity from that in our time.
So
And
do
then,
you
of course,
credit
now
yourself
it
and
doesn't
James?
exist.
Yeah. Do you credit yourself and James as being the driving factor behind the golden age of improv?
I would say when Bear Supply was at its height, we were the best improv team on the planet. And I don't say that. I mean, I actually mean that. I believe it.
You are pretty good. Well, you were pretty good, I should say.
Yeah, we don't exist anymore.
But like
well,
I say, I
in
mean,
all fairness, our last few shows have been standing room only, and people just keep asking if it's scripted. So I don't.
You have
They just
standing room
keep
only.
saying
That's
who's our
disgusting.
in
I mean-
improv circles, if someone asks you if it's scripted, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a great thing if people are like,
Because it's
"Come
so
on,
polished and it
that was
feels like you're.
scripted, right?
Yeah.
you guys, that's scripted." You've
But
done
it
that
also means
before,
they know
right?
nothing about improv or have not seen that many shows.
Probably.
Yep.
They all
Or
come
it's-
to see Joey. I
Or
think.
it's actually scripted.
Well, I mean, is it
And it's-
scripted, James?
Sometimes I'll bring a script. If I'm worried about a show, I'll keep a script in the back pocket.
Drogdor, when is James going to the doctor to get his quivering beast eye checked?
I mean,
I gotta wait
yeah.
till I can wait till I'm 45.
Nice strings. Wait, you're not 45?
That was the first time I got it checked. I'm like 65, 70.
He was born in 1930, remember? So
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Got some sick polyps back there, dude.
He's like, oh, I remember A Star is Born.
Oh, I'm an
The
old man.
original.
Judy Garland ruined it with the remake. 4005, to live life as an etch-a-sketch, every moment new. What bliss it must be. Nice job taking down the commander. Now onward to one of the easiest areas in the game. Go get him, Jebs.
Is it
18
really the easiest, or is that sarcasm?
That's sarcasm, I think.
No, it's gonna
Okay.
be nice. 1813, finally James stopped backing up. Now he runs straight away. Ugh.
What's that? 1813.
Put it at half speed.
No, just
kidding.
play it at regular speed.
I'm kidding, Dave.
Stop.
Come on.
Oh my. Oh my. Actually, it is pretty good in slow-mo.
Could really see those hits land. Oh,
Oh my.
this is rough stuff. This is like
It
the
is
scene in
harsh.
Fight Club where Jared Leto's just beaten to a pulp.
Take that
You're
fall.
not even near them.
In slow motion, it seems like that. In fast motion, it felt like they were coming real fast.
Oh, they're coming real.
This is the best way to watch. We should
I
watch.
mean-
You never went to heal.
It's weird because
Danny, it's your lunch hour you're missing.
Why are you
true.
not healing?
and also that's
They
Dark
were
Souls
right
2.
next to me.
No, they
Dark Souls
weren't.
2 is Dark Souls 3 at half.
Oh, can you see it now?
Yeah. Yeah, now we can see it. Ooh, Silence Botnet. That whole sequence of the lift with the medallion. Whew, my little children were lucky not to be near me during it. Both socks. I
Well,
hope
hold on.
Morgan record
I don't know if you guys see this, but I'm not seeing the stream anymore.
like on Twitch.
You have to restart the stream.
Oh, I got it now. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for stopping everything for that.
Sorry. It looked like we were down. I didn't want to do it with nobody watching, you know?
I hope
Yeah, we
Morgan
got-
records himself watching that part. I have not watched it yet. I know what happens though, based on the comments. Both socks 2K1, blind leading the blind. This is very entertaining. Thanks, Danny and James. No one ever thanks me.
We're there. You had nothing.
And last but not least, I'm so excited.
we should blast
I
through
wish
this
I
in
could
5
play
minutes
it,
if
but
we
I
can.
just couldn't get the game to work.
Yeah. Ulasaz Bonnet says, "Why did they give the Game of Thrones lady a game? Is she from Game
Why
of
wouldn't
Thrones?
they?
I'm confused.
Is
No,
she
we
the,
talked about this literally in the video, Danny.
Did we?
You
I
and
forgot.
I have a conversation about this.
Man, I can't remember.
It's Brianna
Bri-
of Tarth.
Yeah, Tarth.
No, but it's not her. Turns out it's Deanna.
Oh
from
yeah,
the
because you
Hitman
said
series.
yeah, I remember.
Oh,
Thank you
weird.
for interrupting me while I was trying
Oh
to
wait,
say
the
something.
audio is lost on the actual stream now.
What?
Fun.
Okay, well, this is everyone else. Okay, just highlight which comment people should read, and they'll read it themselves.
Hang
No
on.
commentary.
Yeah, it's fan. Read your own comments. All right.
Is there? I just want to
Kamikaze
check
Ice?
it. Is there audio? Can people hear stuff?
I could turn up the.
Well, I mean,
Probably
on
in the
Twitch.
background of their life, they have sounds going on. Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I don't think there is sound.
Okay. I mean, to be honest, my PC kind of messed up, so I don't know. We should probably just end it for today, and then we can pick this video up next week, I guess.
All right.
I don't know how we sign off without anyone being able to hear us, so I guess
we just wave.
Yeah.
Just wave it out. Wave it out, everybody.